Yo, what up? Wait for you, listen.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's up, man?
Hold on 1 second. Hold on.
Oh, okay, cool.
Damn, dude. Fucking allergies, bro. It's been bad today, man. So I'm gonna try to. If I gotta sneeze or sniff or all that, I might just be muting throughout the live stream.
Okay.
It's kind of bad today.
That's cool. You said there's a lot of dust out there right now, right?
Yeah, man. Because we don't get any rain.
Yeah. Yo, so I wanted to share something with everybody that I shared with myself earlier. What you have to do is you have to treat yourself like a creative player. You know what I mean? Like, in the games, like you had like Madden and like NBA Live and stuff like that. Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. I was trying to make sure. All right, so because I don't want to be saying all this. But no, but like how you got the creative player option and stuff like that. Like,
yeah,
you would do things to make that creative player better. Like you would participate in this training, you would cut this corner, or you would put in this work just to make your player a 99 overall, right? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yo, what you got to do is you have to really treat yourself the same way. It's very simple, but it's the truth. You got to treat yourself the same way.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's how I'm kind of applying it to like sim racing right now. So I said it to anybody, you should apply that to your life. Like, you want to be a better speaker, there's plenty of ways to be a better speaker. So yeah,
right.
Just some game that I thought I should put out there.
No, man, I was listening to you saying that. That's some food for thought, bro.
Yeah.
No talk.
Yeah. So what's been up, man?
Not much. Are we live right now?
Yeah, we live.
Oh shit. Okay. Man, outside of all this allergy crap you hear me sniffing and all that.
Yeah.
Just checking out the scene, Verstappen bagged number 2 today.
Did he?
Huh?
I haven't heard. Did he?
Yeah, that's word on the street, bro. Word on the street.
I'm kind of curious about that. What was the big commotion about him winning today? Like there was some type of situation with the safety car or something?
Supposedly, Leclerc was penalized. He received a penalty. Per the sporting regulations, he didn't gain an advantage, so he shouldn't have gotten a penalty.
Yeah.
But the penalty resulted in Max winning the championship. So Ferrari and Binotto, all these guys, yeah, it's a thing right about now.
So Binotto, he's pretty pissed though, right? Yo, you hear me?
Wait, say that again?
Binotto, he's pretty pissed about that, right?
Yeah, he's not too happy.
Cause like I saw one interview with him speaking, but I can't really understand. I couldn't remember exactly what he said, but I know he was kind of pissed off about it. Like he was kind of comparing it to another action or something like that. So.
No, he's totally not happy about it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because what we're looking at here is another instance where, so for example, it was a pretty short decision to go ahead and penalize Leclerc, even though there's other instances, like for example, discovering that there's been some budgetary issues with Red Bull, and that there was supposed to be a decision made, and then they extended it out, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we extended those type of decisions out, but for this shit right here, it was quick. It was there was no protest, no nothing.
Yo, so right? That was the argument that Binotto was making. Now, if I'm
that's exactly it. That's
the argument he was making.
That's the one.
Do you think that F1 is possibly trying to make this more dramatic than it possibly is?
Well,
do
let's say.
Do you know what I mean by like as far as dragging out the decisions?
Dude, if they're not trying to, they're doing it anyway.
Man, let's see what Charles Leclerc. Can you see the screen?
Charles,
everybody good? Let me know in the chat.
Fair use.
Everything is good. Make sure let me know in the chat if the audio is good.
day, Charles? How would you?
Hey, I'm gonna go on mute. I'm just gonna blow my nose, okay?
Disappointing race. I mean, we were very strong in the first 3-4 laps, but that's it. Then degradation came really heavily and struggled so much with the front tires. So it's like that.
Tractor on the track must remind you really badly what happened.
Yeah, see, I didn't see this part because it was so tough for me to watch this race. I've only been watching highlights, but why was there a tractor on? What was going on with some tractor? We're gonna have to find out footage of tractor.
I don't know what I heard about that. I don't know.
Like, because Gasly is extremely pissed over this tractor situation. I think John Deere is gonna have a lawsuit on their hands.
I don't know. I heard something about that. I don't know.
We got to figure that out. We got to find some footage after this.
Acceptable.
It does. Yeah, it's not normal to see this type of things.
He's talking about the tractor
in 2014, and this thing shouldn't happen. So yeah, very disappointed to see that, and we'll for sure have a discussion about it. And yeah, we don't want this to happen again.
After all, Max Verstappen, the world champion, how do you feel about it now?
Well, congratulations to him, obviously. I'm disappointed today, not because he won the title, because I think that was
he checked himself real smooth on that one, didn't he? Hold on.
Yeah.
Title because I think congratulations to him, obviously. I'm disappointed today, not because he won the title, because I think that was kind of
yeah, right.
If it wasn't this weekend, it was for later on in the season, but it's fully deserved, obviously, and huge congratulations to him and to Red Bull for doing such a good job this year. And we'll keep pushing until the end. We've got 4 races to go where we can try and improve as much as possible to put the challenge for next year.
Okay.
Seems interesting. What up, Formula?
Okay,
by the way, by the way, we got a Rate My Race submission today from Formula, and let me tell you.
Okay.
Let me tell you, I haven't watched it in full, but it's a banger. Nah, for real though. It look hella clean. I like it.
Okay.
Like from what I've seen,
I can't wait.
Nah, we're gonna definitely love it. All right. Let's watch the interview with Gasly because apparently he's furious over the unacceptable tractor situation. So let's see what wake up out of the bed hairstyle has to say about it.
Hey, wait, didn't he wasn't it rumored that he stole somebody's girlfriend or some shit?
No, I think Max Verstappen or somebody stole.
No, it wasn't Verstappen. I forgot who it was, man. But apparently, I don't know how this guy stole somebody's girlfriend. But anyway, go ahead, dude.
Okay. Hold on.
We lost Jules. Already. We all lost an amazing guy, amazing driver, for the reasons that we know. 8 years ago on the same track in the same conditions with a crane. How today we can see a crane not even in the gravel on the racetrack while we are still on the track? I don't understand that. Obviously I got scared. Obviously if I would have lost the car in a similar way as Carlos lost it the lap before, doesn't matter the speed, 200, 100, I would have just died. As simple as that. And I don't understand. Like, it's disrespectful to do.
Yo, maybe I'm missing something, but we really need to look up this tractor situation. Like,
I heard about this. I don't know, man. I think there was a tractor. I heard about this. I didn't think it was a big thing, but apparently this is a thing.
It must have been in a spot to where, like, if you spin out and you hit that tractor, it's over with. Because that's how. Oh, yo,
dude, I never thought F1 would turn into a shit show like this.
It's fucking crazy.
Where drivers are complaining about tractors of all things.
A crane.
Really disrespectful to his family and you know, all of us. We are risking our life out there, and we're doing the best job in the world, but what we're asking is just to at least keep us safe. It's already dangerous enough, and today I just felt it was unnecessary we could have waited 1 more minute to get back in the pit lane and then put the tractors on track. And, you know, I'm just extremely grateful that I'm here, and tonight I'm going to call my family and all my loved ones, and the outcome is the way that it is, because I passed 2 meters from that crane. I would have been 2 meters to the left, I would have been dead.
I know it's been an emotional.
Oh yeah, we definitely have to look this up because a part of me is like, that was kind of like an honest mistake or something like that. Maybe he's overreacting. But then I'm trying to look at it from his point of view and where he might have hit the tractor and he might have just been scared as fuck. And it's like that was a necessary emotion because he could have died based off of their mistake. And like, why would they even do that? I don't know. It's crazy.
Day for you, and I understand why. There's lots of reasons, but the FIA did say you under that safety car you were driving too fast. I mean, what's your response to that?
I was respecting my delta lap time. We got a lap time to respecting the steering, and I was still 9 seconds slower than that delta. So
see, once again, man, like the drivers know the rules.
Mm-hmm.
They're the ones on the track, so it's kind of like a repeat of oh god, I don't want to go here. I don't have my.
We have to. We have to.
But I'm just saying, it's kind of like we had a safety car issue last year that decided the championship, and they did not follow protocol. Right now, this year there's a tractor issue, not a safety car, tractor.
A tractor.
And based on how all of this sort of worked out, Max became the champion yet again. I'm just saying, dude.
Yo, let me ask you this question. Is the safety car foundation or federation, are they with FIA or are they like their own private entity that FIA pays for each track?
The question is the FIA a governing body or is it a sport manager where it manages the outcomes of a race? Because like I said, this is a strange time in Formula One where a lot of these.
Are we calling a fix? Are we calling a fix right now? Is that what we're calling?
I'm not going to go that far, but
okay.
It's kind of like They call F1 the pinnacle of motorsport, right? See, so these type of kind of base mistakes should not be happening in F1. Yeah. And it seems as though they seem to be happening far more frequently and to the advantage of a certain team. And I don't want to really go there. But as a result of all this crap right here, guess who your two-time champion?
Yeah. Yeah. Now, speaking of Max Verstappen, him becoming the two-time champion, like, do you think, how I spoke about earlier, as far as like they're kind of, making this more of a drama, dragging it out to create more drama, more controversy. Like, you ever thought it would be a scenario to where he would win today, and he has so many people that are like cheering for him, and so many people that don't want him to win, based on just how the situation has played out from last year to this year, and just everything like that. And do you think that like the FIA or just like Formula One, just as in general, is kind of like, how do I put it out? Like they're trying to draw it out for the decision on Monday to be made, because that's when they're supposed to hand out the infractions or not,
That's a good question.
Because think about it. If they won and then they're like, we found out that you guys win $35 million over the cap, give us that 21 World Drivers Championship back. Like,
right. So Verstappen still has a championship for this year.
Yeah.
But then they have to rescind last year's championship. That's a possibility.
That's a good question,
I guess my issue is that now that we just had a second championship for the same driver, right? So he's back to back. And for both championships that he won, there was some weird went on, right? And like I said, F1's technical regulations and their sporting regulations are such that they don't really leave a lot of room for misinterpretation or error. Okay, so they'll make a ruling on last year's, hopefully tomorrow, but This year's is also kind of dubious.
Yeah, but this year is also in the infractions list as well.
Yeah,
So
exactly. This
as
one was
far as
dubious
like,
as well. So it's like,
well, I'm not even talking about what today would look like. I'm speaking of the the consequences that can happen in regards to Red Bull. It can also affect this year's championship, if I'm not mistaken, as well.
potentially.
Well, hold on,
Okay.
no, actually, it can't. I can't. I remember it can only affect in the year that the championship was actually won. So
Okay, but
between,
what if Ferrari decides to lodge something this year for this year,
I don't know
right?
when they can be taken into account though. Can it be taken into account this year?
No, no, because it would no, because just like what you were saying, right? So they discovered it last year in turn. Oh, I'm sorry. They discovered it this year that the budget went over last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in that regard, they can. But for this one right here, it said Leclerc should not have received a penalty.
Mm.
Okay, he should not have received a penalty because he didn't gain an advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because he received the penalty, even
Yeah.
though he didn't gain an advantage,
Yeah.
because he got the penalty, guess who got the championship?
Makes sense.
So it's just, like I said, man, I don't ever remember a time when F1 did not. Oh,
When
I'm
you're
not gonna say they didn't. I'm not gonna say they didn't follow the rules, but
Mm-hmm.
they didn't do shit like this.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like I say, man, when it's always a bunch of money involved in something, you know, that's how certain things go.
Well, I mean, dude, like you go back to like the late '90s, early 2000s. Bernie Ecclestone, his name is rife with a bunch of scandal when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
F1 and all that shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what you didn't see was kind of like blatant in your face rules infractions
Mm-hmm.
happening on behalf of the FIA,
Yeah.
right? In terms of how they're officiating the races and stuff. Like I said, last year with Lewis, that safety car issue, that race should have finished under the safety car with him, and that should have been an 8th world title. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
didn't happen. This year, Leclerc received a penalty for something, and you only are supposed to receive a penalty if
Mm-hmm.
you advantage, and he didn't. But they gave him anyway, which gave Verstappen the championship ultimately.
Yeah.
That's why Binotto does not like it.
Yeah.
Now, I will say this. Had Ferrari not done so much dumb shit earlier on in the season,
Mm-hmm.
his driver would be winning the championship right now, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah, I see what you're saying though. Man, I see what you're saying. Anyways, Max Verstappen is pretty happy though.
And I'm not trying to take anything away from Max, but
Yes. Your
dude, come on.
I don't know, man. I'm just gonna be honest and just, I like to pick sides. You know what I'm saying? But in general, like, I don't know. Like I've always said this. Max Verstappen is a great driver, and I always said once Hamilton retired, then I'm telling you, Max Verstappen is going to take it over. I used to always say that. And low key, when Hamilton does leave, I still feel like Max Verstappen is going to demand that in some form or fashion. But in regards to like Hamilton versus Max Verstappen, I think there was just a lot of things that was just in play. And if you want to just go off of last year, they both raced hard, but I wanted Lewis to get that. And I feel like he should have got that, based off of what was going on. It just didn't seem right. So that's why this one's kind of tainted in a sense to me, as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's kind of like the situation with like with right now we're gonna switch topics, right? In home runs and like in baseball. I mean, in my eyes, I know Barry Bonds. I feel like he's the home run king, but he got popped for the steroid situation. You understand what I'm saying? So they're going with Aaron Judge. That's another one. But here's Max Verstappen in his post race interview.
2 times world champion in Formula One. Share us your emotions at the moment. What are you thinking mainly, and what are your emotions?
Yeah, I mean, very crazy day, of course, with everything, with the weather. Then winning the race, of course, in a good way. But then course, realizing, okay, we still didn't win the championship, not a big deal, of course, but then, of course, at one point we did win it. But yeah, then it also makes you look back at the whole season, and I think we really had an amazing season with so many really positive and good races. So yeah, I think it's very special and something you really have to remember as well, and really appreciate and enjoy, because we're always very focused on performance, but it's also important to enjoy what you're doing.
You have been the whole season really focused all the time, and what did you think was the turning point that it turned to your side rather than Ferrari's side?
Consistency, I think. Always trying to maximize points. I think at one point we had that quite well under control.
He said consistency. That's what that's what tears them apart from Ferrari. Pretty sure that's what that is. Consistency, and the manager's not trying to mess you over.
Well, I was going to say, in terms of consistency, Ferrari's going to have to hold that L.
Yeah, of course. But that's that management that's going to have to hold that L. I feel like I said before, I feel like Leclerc and Sainz, they drove just like any other driver would do. So, oh yeah, and also to answer your question, Formula, no, it did not rain out. The race finished like normal.
Control. We improved our race car as well, so we were more competitive. All these things they help to get the good results.
Karaoke tonight, maybe?
No, flying home.
Oh, flying home.
Yeah.
So no celebration.
No, I want to go.
Well, that's your boy Max Verstappen on the World Drivers' Championship. It kind of like leaves me speechless in a sense. It's kind of like I don't really have too much emotion towards it. It's kind of like when you've already felt something was going to happen. It's like how much more emotion can you have towards the situation? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, it was kind of expected. I didn't see anybody else winning it. I didn't see George Russell winning it this year.
Yeah.
I had a thought maybe Leclerc, man, early on, dude. He just seemed like he just had it.
Yeah.
And then Ferrari just seemed to screw it up.
Yeah, I think they were just I think they were just geared up in the beginning. Like Ferrari was really geared up. Like I think they had the car, but the surrounding.
Well, they just made a lot of dumb mistakes.
Yeah.
And Red Bull was just pretty much just trying to repeat.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty much it. Here we go. We got Lewis Hamilton.
Well, I'm not surprised you're giving a bit of a sigh. I mean, that was an epic effort to get past Esteban Ocon. So enjoyable, a bit frustrating. Ultimately, maybe that straight line speed again, what you were lacking with the car.
I mean, I don't feel frustrated. It was a sprint race. I think, I did the best I could, and I'm happy that we at least got some points today. We were just so slow in a straight line. I was getting close as I could, and you probably see it on the TV. As soon as I pull out, they would just pull away. So, I wish it was a longer race. I'm glad that we got some laps for the fans here, although it's not really a massive race for them, considering how long they waited. But on to the next one.
Yeah. I mean, we'll ask a serious question. One or two drivers have voiced concerns about the conditions you got underway and the visibility was bad. And then there was the aspect of that vehicle being on track with visibility poor, especially this track. We all remember 2014. What reflections do you have on that?
Okay, so he just added another perspective there. The vehicle was on the track when the visibility was poor.
Mm-hmm.
The way he said that made it seem a lot more serious than what I was viewing or listening to with Pierre Gasly. Which is another thing that I found out about myself, and I realized when people say less words to me when trying to explain situations, for some odd reason it clicks different in my head. You should always discover yourself every day.
There was the recovery vehicle on track and maybe a risk potentially.
I mean, everyone will be commenting on it, so I don't really have to care to. And in terms of conditions, just restarting, I think it was awesome. I mean, that's what motor racing is about.
had a blast. It was so tough, so hard to see. It's really hard to see the car skating around, but that's motor racing, you know. And so I think the restart we had at the end, I think it was perfect timing. And I just wish we should have gone longer into a bit of a dark. We lost a little bit of the light, but all the other stuff is.
Man, Lewis wouldn't have felt any kind of way. He's not going to feel any kind of way about it. God, like hearing him talk like this, because last year the safety car was an issue because he was vying for the championship, right? This year, he's not in the fight, right? You notice his perspective is a little bit different.
Yeah.
Right. I think it should be the same across the board. Like, come on, stick to the damn rules of the race.
So what are you saying again?
I'm just saying that don't make special exceptions, man.
Yeah.
Don't make special. Yeah.
It seems like with these decisions, these big decisions that they make that determines the outcome of a race, it's always like case by case in a sense.
But some of them, but it's just like with Binotto was saying. He was saying, like, you know, there's some decisions where they'll hand down the goddamn penalty within 5 minutes.
So when these people are making it, go ahead.
Wait, and then make a determination later, they're not going to do anything.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, well, if you guys are going to make a decision, make a decision. That's what you guys are supposed to do. Don't cherry pick you're going to make now and then which ones you're going to make later. Like, you know what I'm saying? Be consistent.
So when they say the stewards are making the decision, like, does that really mean like stewards, like plural, or is it really just one singular person?
You know, when they say stewards, that used to mean something. I don't know if it means the same thing anymore.
Because they're saying they're always saying I'm waiting from the stewards or something.
Right. But in America, we call them race officials, right?
Yeah.
But I just have a feeling that those people, they make determinations based on a whole different set of criteria nowadays. It's not based on sporting, because if it was, they would make the decisions quickly and firmly. They wouldn't put off the decision about Red Bull until a later date, right? Because they don't want to do anything that's going to screw up the race here, because now we just found Verstappen just won the championship. But then we had some other bullshit go on with a vehicle on the track that affected what happened on track.
Yeah, the tractor on the track.
Right. Leclerc receives a penalty. It's just come on, man. This is F1. This is supposed to be the pinnacle of motorsport. This is a farce.
Yeah, I think it's really all the drama that's really messing it up, to be honest with you, because you can do with these little crazy situations as far as like the tractor and stuff like that. But
well, people cared more about like the quality of the racing and the V10 engines and all that kind of shit going around the track, more so than the fucking drama. You know, let me pardon my language, dude.
No, I mean, it's true. It's true though.
No, but then the drama, and it just seems as though F1 has kind of made a storyline out of its product, and it's sort of like, dude,
that's marketing 101. That's marketing 101.
Dude, come on, for F1.
I know, but I'm just saying these are people that are motivated by money, and these people go to great institutions.
F1's always been motivated by money, but they didn't go the reality TV route.
But listen. I'm not saying that that's what they should be doing. I'm just pointing out the obvious. And what they are doing, they are pulling the daytime stories. Y'all used to hate watching the stories when I was younger, by the way. But they are showing like Young and the Restless, guiding light type shit right now, and that's what's happening.
Yeah.
Like, for real though. Yo, I'm gonna take a real quick break. I'll be right back in 20 seconds. All right,
no problem. I'm in the middle of a sneeze attack myself, but I think I'm okay right now. So while Jamal stepped away for a second, for those of y'all listening in, and for those of you guys catching the playback, Pardon my stuffy nose. But what I would like to ask all of you to do is, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do. Hit the subscribe button. Also, make sure that that little bell is on the notifications thing, so you know, because you'll also get the clips that we do from these. You'll also get the on track uploads that Jamal does. I think I'm going to start like submitting some uploads over to him to upload onto the Keita Auto channel as well. So in addition to that, we also have the Rate My Race series. So for those of you guys do the sim racing thing. If you would like for us to rate your race, check the description in the the video here and previous videos. Reach out to us. I forgot what Jamal's email is.
It's keitaauto@gmail.com.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say, I think it's keitaauto@gmail.com.
Correct.
Submit links to your races and we will happily rate them.
We'll definitely do that, because we love to like analyze racing and just understand the racecraft and just understand where you are. You know, just what I've been really looking at is like how many different drivers there are and like how they drive. That's really been interesting to me.
Yeah, people be having like different styles and stuff, man.
Yeah, I know, because like in baseball, like I did brought up like 2 baseball references. In baseball, bro, like, you know, people have different batting stances, different pitching styles. Like, that's cool to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people are aggressive when they drive, some people are flowy when they drive.
Yep.
Yo, there was one. There's an onboard I want us to look
Canva,
at.
we designed thumbnail.
It's the Yuki Tsunoda. It's his visor cam. It's a lap around Suzuka. I think this is a nice onboard that I would like for us to see. And then I got another one for us to watch too as well. But Suzuka is such a great track. I know you don't like it too much. I just,
honestly, dude, I can't really say I don't like it because I haven't given it much time. So I'm gonna, I'm gonna give it some time and then I'll make a judgment.
Bro, never mind.
What? Wait, what?
I got played and scammed so hard. That wasn't even a real one, bro. That was a
What was that? A sim? Was that Get out of here!
Yeah, I got played.
Damn.
Oh man, that was a
setup. Oh snap, dude.
Hey yo, but I do got one though from my favorite racing series of all time. You know what that is?
Mm-hmm.
We all know
Super
what that
GT.
is. Super GT. But this is the Calisonic. This is from round 7, going around Motegi. And I'm trying to make sure. There we go. I swear I'm gonna get quicker to navigating around the screen. But this is the first lap.
Hey, look at the inside of that car, dude.
I'm sorry, I don't think this is Motegi. I think this is Sugo.
Dude, that's the type of shit I want to drive right there. That car just yeah, it's just insane.
Yo, I'm gonna get to this, but bro, what you just said is right on point, and that's exactly why I like driving an ACC. ACC, I feel like I'm driving one of these cars.
Yeah.
Don't be dead serious.
I'm looking at like look really. I think the last Rate My last week had a camera angle just like this from the inside of the car.
I thought that was yours. I think that was yours with the blue.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm like. Like look at this camera angle. And when you're talking about ACC, because you get like the same type of
vibe.
Yeah.
Same vibe.
Dude, it's just that's just so much carbon fiber.
Right, everywhere.
I swear, it makes me nervous just getting in the car. I might break something.
Isn't carbon fiber like relatively strong though?
It's strong but brittle at the same time, dude. That's why it's
weird.
like, even though it's strong, it's like you better not touch nobody.
Mm-hmm.
You
It's
know
weird.
what I'm saying? Because like you'll see cars as soon as they like literally clip each other, boom, carbon fiber up in the air, right? But the tensile strength of it is par none, dude. Right?
Gotcha.
Just do not make contact with the shit, or it's breaking.
Mm-hmm.
And these cars are literally all carbon fiber, damn near.
Mm-hmm.
All the shit inside, the body on the outside. That's why I'm like, ew. You can't even touch people, man, hardly.
Maybe this. Oh yeah. By the way, that was a topless. I'm sorry, not Sugo. Do you think that has something to do with the amount of force, like that a car is kind of like running into each other versus like just me hitting it with my arm?
Well, you mean like when you said the force? Would you elaborate?
So you know how you say that when two cars come to each other, like they barely tap each other, the carbon fiber just starts flying everywhere. Do you think that has something to do with like the amount of force, like versus because like there's like 30+ miles per hour up, you know what I'm saying? Versus
see structural. Okay, carbon fiber holds its structural rigidity really well, right? That's why they make like the what do they call it? The what are those things? The winglets, those things on the side of the car in the front.
Like, I think canards or cannons.
Canards. Yeah. Winglets, canards, all that stuff. That's the reason they make it out of carbon fiber, because it's structural. It holds the rigidity very well. So when they it doesn't bend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but let it make contact with something, it's gonna break.
Gotcha.
So it's like a pro and a con to carbon fiber. Yeah.
What's next after carbon fiber? I noticed something we never thought about talking about.
Honestly, you want to know? Hemp fiber. Hemp fiber, dude. Henry Ford used to make bodies. I forgot which model car it was. He made the body. He made the body panels out of hemp, right? Out of hemp composite, right? Yeah. And there's videos from these cars from like back in like the late 30s, early 40s. Bro, they were taking a sledgehammer and they were hitting the fenders and they weren't even breaking. Right? The difference is that like hemp fiber is like super cheap to buy, dude. It's super cheap. So it's a little bit different of a material, but the tensile strength is strong. Strong. It's as strong, if not stronger, than carbon fiber, but carbon fiber is just what is commonplace, because what you can do is just buy carbon fiber weave by the sheets. You know, if it's not too dark, I'll go into my shed and I'll pull out a couple of carbon fiber cart parts and I'll show you. We used to use carbon fiber for carts. Like that was sort of like our little trick to save weight.
I used that one time for a steering, you know,
I was gonna say the steering columns and the tie rods.
Yeah, tie rods. There we go. Tie rods.
And like, dude, we even experimented with a damn carbon fiber axle, bro. Like real talk. Yeah. Wherever you can kind of save that, right?
So carbon fiber LO206, that would be crazy. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
Oh no, you're good. LO206, you're right. Because you got to find every goddamn advantage you can get.
Everything. Because you don't have that much power. So it's like, if you can just...
that's what I'm saying. You got to find the advantages. You can only do so much to the motor, right?
Yeah.
You got to find the advantages everywhere else on the cart.
You know, in my mind, I was thinking to myself, I was like, all right, what would be the difference between that and somebody just being right at the weight limit for LO206? But then I was like, no, it's not that. That's not the point. It's the point that it's freeing up the rear.
Yeah, I was going to say, so for example, like you an axle, let's just, let's say, for example, if you went with a carbon fiber axle, okay, and let's just say you literally saved like a pound.
Yo, are we talking too much?
Wait, no, hell no.
That's a
At this
good
point,
idea.
no, they're closing
Yo,
cow speed. I don't know what's going on with karting now, so I don't give a
no,
shit.
I'm saying, damn, does somebody already have this out there? Because if they don't have this
No,
out there, this is something I would like to try.
no, dude, like I'm gonna tell you right now, dudes have experimented with a bunch of shit in karting. Okay,
Yeah.
so if you have the money, you can run the stuff because the rules don't state that you can't run a axle.
Yeah.
Okay, there's no rule that states that. Okay, but
Carbon fiber axle. That's
a carbon fiber axle. So the thing about it is the carbon fiber axle is less rotational mass. So even though a cart would have to you have to weigh it in, right? Let's just say you have to weigh it in, right? And there's a minimum weight.
Yeah.
Okay.
360.
360, right? But let's just say the difference is that the axle on one cart is like 1.5 pounds lighter than the other one. So even though you have to load one cart with 1.5 pounds more ballast,
Yeah.
dude, the axle is 1.5 pounds less rotational mass.
Okay.
There's your advantage.
Mm-hmm.
It's the less rotational mass. All you're doing is applying the weight elsewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's the rotational mass. So just based on that alone, the cart will accelerate quicker.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. It's rotating less, or rotating a less weight.
Or race weight.
So, well, it's about that time, man. You know what time it is?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
You know what time that is?
Rate race.
Rate my race. So today we got two submissions. All right. We got, you know what I'm saying? We got a good guy, Formula Auto, Formula in the chat. You know what I'm saying? He should be joining us anytime soon. He has the link. So Formula, if you are listening right now, please follow that link and go ahead and join the chat so I can put you in there.
Yeah, man. If you could join us, man, please do.
Yeah, he coming. But we want to, for this Rate My Race, when possible, we want this to kind of be like a talk show situation. So if we can get you to join on with us, we can talk to you, see where you were thinking, see what you were thinking, see where you're coming from. Let us explain your driver style and just how you were feeling about the situation, and tell us what you want to. That's just a new thing. I think that would be that's pretty cool that we're going to try to incorporate when we can. So once we can get Formula on, we can have him as our new special guest.
Wait, is he our new special guest? He's actually been here before, right?
Yeah, but in regards to Rate My Race, he's gonna be
here. This will be his first.
Yeah.
This will be his first.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's just kind of like the Eric Andre show. I'm just joking.
Hell yeah, dude! What you know about the Eric Andre show?
Yo, that show was crazy, bro.
Yeah, dude, that was the best show ever.
But it's kind of like we have him here. Me and you are the hosts. We have him here, and we're just running. He's running us through the race.
Okay, no, that's what's up, man. So whenever he's gonna join us, man.
You know the one thing I like about everybody, the community that we have right now, is that everybody sees us like try stuff out in front of them. I like that. I like the fact that you can see us possibly fail or prosper. But there's never.
Well, we're not gonna fail, dude. For you guys that don't know, we'll kind of talk the idea out over the phone, and then try it.
This one we ain't talk out. I just thought about it. We're gonna try it and see what's up. Hey, Formula, you on here?
What's up, man?
Hey,
Glad to be your
what's
guinea
up,
pig.
bro?
What's going on, guys?
Wait, what do you say?
I'm glad to be you guys' guinea pig. Can you hear me okay?
Of course we can hear you okay. You got the best ocular audio. I don't even know if that's the right
Yeah,
word.
dude, our sound
audio.
sucks, bro. Yours is the best.
It's not that good.
Oh man.
It's very
he's
entry
so
level.
modest.
No, I'm being serious. This mic really it's not, it's really nothing. It's like,
well, I have a whole podcasting kit, dude. I just don't have a camera, but I have like a whole mic and an interface and all this. It's literally sitting in the garage right now. I do need to set this up so I can up my game so I can be like Keita Auto and Formula Otaku.
Yeah,
right.
man, definitely.
All right, so
you can get a web. I'm sorry, you can get
No,
like
go
a
ahead,
cheap
go.
webcam from Best Buy Amazon or something. They're not that expensive.
No, yeah, I'm saying, man, it's it's like kind of like one step at a time thing, man.
Yeah.
I'll get the camera game up here in just a second.
All right, so formula. We have your Automobilista 2 kart at the Cleveland Grand Prix, which I didn't even know they had a Grand Prix. But after watching like parts of your video, I was like, yo, I want to try that track out.
It's super fun. And this is an old track that they did at an airport in Cleveland back in the kart days. So I think they should bring it back along with Watkins Glen, but
So they don't. So you talking about like in Formula One or in kart?
No, this is kart. This is an old kart track that they did.
Yeah, Cleveland, man. They back in the day, the Cleveland Grand Prix was run at an airport.
Mm-hmm. It's the most fun track I think I've ever raced on. It's so much fun.
It looks fun. It looks like it's a very fast track.
It's extremely fast. Yeah, and it's not like Sebring.
Sebring flat too.
Sebring is an airport, but it's very stressful and it's not fun at all. Like I hate Sebring.
So you probably look at Sebring like I look at Laguna.
I look at Laguna Seca the same way. Laguna Seca
Laguna.
Isn't really fun to me. I just know it like the back of my hand now. Like I have so many laps down at Laguna Seca, I don't even think about it anymore. But I still don't like it very much. If that makes sense. Coda, I just hate Coda. Like I don't know, but
so basically, you don't like any U.S. tracks for the most part.
No, I'm not saying.
No, that was a joke, dude. That was a joke.
Okay. I wish we had the fake claps right there.
Like I'm bad for like really bad jokes, dude. You guys
hey, I'm the corniest person alive.
No, dude, I'm telling you right now, I made my mark in society being very good at telling bad jokes.
Hey, all right, Formula. So go ahead and introduce this video, man. Tell us what you was thinking. Tell us what's going on in the video.
Right. So it's Automobilista 2. This is my first like official race that I did in the game.
All right, wait. So it's Automobilista?
AMS2. Yep.
Okay, because I was pronouncing it all wrong. Continue.
They recently came out with a patch fixing and enhancing some physics and, making the game look nice, I guess, and all of that. And they had the kart car about a year ago was when they added it, and I was like, oh, okay, that looks cool. But I never really got around to buying the game. So when they updated, their last update with the physics and all that, I'm like, well, I may as well, get it now. Also, they're going to be releasing an Indy car, a modern Indy car, by the end of the year, I think. So I'm like, well, let me fire up the sim, and since it was kart, I'm like, well, what better track to race on than the the Cleveland Grand Prix, at the old airport. And it didn't disappoint. It was a lot of fun.
Okay. All right, man. Well, we ready. You ready, Ulysses?
Let's go.
If Sebring is like your strict parents, and the Cleveland Airport Raceway is like your fun aunt and uncle that lets you get away with doing crazy shit.
The thing about those airport races is that it's very flat.
It's flat and it's very wide.
Yeah.
It's in new car. Admittedly, this race took quite a few tries to get right. This being my first race in Automobilista, the physics took some getting used to. And the bots, the bots. Bots can be pretty special sometimes. You know what I mean? Nothing game breaking or anything like that. Just took some getting used to. This race is going to be 10 laps instead of our usual 5. Cleveland Raceway is a self-winning lap. It's also posted at the end. And don't forget to leave a like on the video. One thing too, I started all the way in the back, so I started 21st.
Well, you made your way up there, splitting that field in half. Now, are you using a shifter with this?
I wish. I've never wanted a shifter more than I do now.
Wait, are you so using a paddle?
Yeah, I just have my good old rust bucket.
And what kit are you using? Your sim,
It's
your
a
wheel and pedal.
It's a T150 Pro, so I have a clutch that I don't use.
Okay.
But the pedals are better quality. And I got it secondhand like 2 years ago, and it's been slowly decaying, worse and worse. Oh, it's so bad, dude. It's so bad, but I make it work somehow.
Oh yeah, you making it work. Because like what you've been doing on a lot of the videos I've been seeing. As always, you're very calm.
Cutting those corners pretty good there.
Yeah, he's very calm.
There you go.
This is the most challenging car I've ever driven in sim racing. It's very mentally and, believe it or not, physically demanding. It's just, I was soaked in sweat by the time I was finished with my races.
Jamal, weren't we talking about that earlier?
Yeah. Yeah. Assetto Corsa versus iRacing.
And this is automobiles.
Correct.
I want. What?
I wonder whose fault that was.
I do too, honestly. Maybe it was a little bit of both, but I gave him plenty of room.
No,
I don't know. He came out of nowhere.
Well, wait a minute. Let's see here. Let's look at track position.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do this again. Yeah, that's as bad. You had overlap.
It's kind of like he dive bomb on the outside.
Well, the thing about it is that when you look at it, they were side by side going in. He should have saw him off to the right.
Hold on, I forgot he did have that one screen right there on the top left.
Yeah. Also, I felt like I gave him plenty of room. Like he didn't.
Well, you did. That's what I mean. The thing about it is you were side by side. Boom, right there. Like, dude, come on. You saw. He should have saw you off to the right. Well, I'm just right.
The thing about it is, though, you're exiting on the outside, and you should know that. And he was already he should know that, and then you was already ahead of him. So I think he's at fault for that one.
I think anytime you have the overlap on a guy, like that's pretty much the signal to let him through. Just get him back.
Yo, I really want to try this track out.
It's so much fun.
I gotta download AMB. AMBS, right? AMS.
AMS2.
AMS2. I gotta download this.
There is a track mod on R Factor 2, but it's nowhere near this good.
So if I was gonna buy a sim right now and I had to choose between R Factor 2 and this, which one?
Is money an object?
No.
Is R Factor 2? If R Factor 2 is on, oh well, money's not an object. So I would say this one.
So you think this is a better investment?
Yeah.
I mean, like I would have more fun with this one.
I think so, because I have never had more fun in sim racing before.
How's the realism? I mean, it looks good.
It's like in what way? Like,
I mean, that's a good question, right? Because I'm trying to.
It's a very.
I don't know if I'm trying to maybe say like I don't know if subconsciously I'm like, how does this pair up against like ACC in terms of realism or something, right? But I guess maybe just in terms of a general question, right?
Whoa.
Wait, what's going on right there?
Yo, that AI is.
Back.
Jeez.
That
yeah,
AI
right back. What the hell?
It's coming out
Look
of
at this.
turn one.
Watch this.
That AI is driving like a real person.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's being a dick.
He's doing what he's supposed to do.
I get it, but look at right there. I'm just like, wait, bro.
He's pushing you.
Like that's what I'm. Like don't be a dick.
Oh, these bots are dicks.
Hey, I like that bot. He drive good.
I mean,
yeah, this bot was like the one.
Hold on.
Hey, but you handled yourself really well.
Yeah, I totally lost whatever the hell I was saying. Hold on.
Oh, you were talking about the wheel comparison.
Outside. What are we doing on the outside? What are we doing? Oh shit! We just went around him. Oh,
he did. Let's run that back.
Yeah. That. How about we do that? Look at right there in the mirrors. Boom. Ooh, shit. You don't like using the paddle shifts for this?
I mean, I am using the paddle shifts, but I wish I had.
No, I'm saying
sequential.
do you prefer to use like a whatchamacallit? Like a sequential lever, or do you?
I've never had one before. I don't own one, so
okay.
Which is why I said, I really want to get one for this car because it would just be that much more fun.
Yeah.
Yo, this. Oh. So even the bots make mistakes.
Yep.
Because on ACC they don't make mistakes.
R Factor 2 and AMS 2 have similar bots. I would say the bots in this game are a lot dumber because there would be times that I would go for a pass and it's like they don't even see me. They'll just turn right down into me and wreck. So, yeah, they're a little special, as I said in the beginning of the video, which is why it took me a few tries, like a lot of tries to do this, because I would just keep getting wrecked. I would go for a pass and they would just boot me out the way.
Yeah.
So it took a while for me to, learn what I could do and couldn't do, like what they're capable of. But once I got it,
But see, now I like the fact that bots like an ACC and even iRacing, like they kind of give you space, like they know that you're there. I just hate the fact that they drive perfect all the time.
Yeah, no, the R Factor 2 and this game, they mess up.
Like, you know how the other guy locked up or like he had a bad exit or something? Like 2 laps to go or something like that. But I like that. I like that aspect.
I've noticed, like, not a lot, but in Assetto Corsa, the original, they'll mess up sometimes. Not very often.
They do. Yeah, in AC, they do. The bots do make mistakes. I like the light shading also. There's a certain track you're gonna come across, and you have the sun that'll kind of hit you. The shading and right there it is, right there, like that part.
This game is beautiful, man.
Yeah, as I'm saying, it looks really good. That's why I'm curious about it. And I'm just curious about like how the feel is, in terms of realism. But it looks awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely different, I'd say. And I don't know if I can really fairly give an accurate portrayal as to how realistic it is, because my wheel is crap. it's terrible.
Yeah.
So,
well, it's funny you say that, because ever since Jamal got the Fanatec upgrade and he's been rocking with ACC, like he's been telling me like, yo, like this is some next level stuff, right? So I'm thinking this right here plus a nice direct drive kit equals.
He'd be tired.
Huh?
No, yeah, I was tired with my wheel, with my little crap wheel. Yeah.
Yeah, imagine a direct drive with forceback.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, bro. Right?
This car is mentally taxing.
That's what I'm telling you. Do this with a direct drive, bro. Like that. You were sweating, but do it with a direct drive. Whoa! Hold on.
No context. I messed up.
Was that other car? Wait. The other car was still there. Wait, hold on.
No, he good.
Yeah.
No, wait, but the car, wait, he's still on the left,
Oh,
right there.
he's
Oh, okay,
I
okay,
slipped
there we
because
go.
I went down
All
below
right.
where the rubber was, so I just
Oh.
didn't have the traction coming out.
Okay.
I tried putting the
But-
power down too hard.
But dude, with a direct drive on this shit right here, holy crap!
Yeah, it'd be very fun.
How many laps did you do on this stint right here?
This is 10.
10. Okay.
I normally do 5, but you know these times are really short since they're sub 1 minute. So I was like, I'll just extend it. Now I want you to listen to like the sounds of this car if you can. It sounds amazing.
These are the old. What are they? These were like, what are they? 2-liter turbocharged.
These are the old Reynards.
The old Reynards, right?
Yeah, these are
and
V8s.
the what is like the Reynards, Menards, the Ilmores.
I forget what the other ones were called, but they
Honda.
have those in there too. Now, for the engines, yeah, it's Ford, Honda, Toyota, Mercedes.
Yeah.
For these old
Ilmore
cars.
did the Mercedes engines. Yeah, that was like basically Penske.
Hey, Formula. Christopher White says you have a top tier quality mic.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, he's blowing us out the water, bro.
I promise you, I don't. This is like a hyper. I can tell you what it is. It's a HyperX Quadcast. It's $150. I mean, at the most expensive, and I just plugged it in, and I'm talking. That's it, man. I don't have any interfaces.
Here's what we can tell you, bro. Your mic is better than ours. Like I said, I got a kit. I got to plug it in so I can get like you, fam.
Yeah,
all right.
Do it.
All right, guys. I just want to let everybody know in the chat. If you would like to rate his race, you can do that as well. It's not just to us, you know. We're all having fun here. We don't take nothing serious here. It's just all about getting better and just admiring driving styles. Because I'm gonna tell you something right now. Formula, I love his driving style, man. To be honest with you,
well, he's the resident IndyCar guy, man.
Right. Can I ask you guys something about like driving styles? Like, I didn't even know like I had a driving style. You know what I mean? So, like, what would you compare my style to? And what even is it? Because I really didn't even know I had a style to begin with. Because I hear that term a lot, and I'm like, well,
yeah.
How do I know what my style is? Or do I even have one?
Okay,
maybe I have my own. Like, who knows?
Let me ask you a question. Are there any? Because I noticed you do a lot of IndyCar, right? You do a lot of IndyCar racing. Are there any IndyCar drivers that you've kind of watched or studied?
Studied, no. Watched.
What I mean, like what I mean by study is when you watch them on track, you either watch how they take lines when they're, let's just say, there's no one in front of them, so you're watching their approach to the track, right? Or if there's someone in front of them, you watch how they deal with someone in front of them. Is there a driver that's an IndyCar, like a car that the classification of car that you specifically drive? Is there like a driver or two or maybe even three that you'll like say pull up YouTube clips of and you'll just spend maybe an hour or two literally watching what they do?
Maybe not to the extent of like, purposefully going out and doing it, but I will stumble upon Romain Grosjean. Like, I'm subscribed to his channel, and he'll post some laps and some things about his races. Willpower. I like Pato Award.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when you watch them, do you kind of watch what they do on track and say, interesting, okay, I didn't know I could do that, and then try it?
Yeah, and it's not
Okay.
just like one guy. Like what IndyCar will
Right.
do sometimes is they'll play like old races.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the reasons why I got, well, I'm not, fantastic at Laguna Seca, but I can hold my own at Laguna Seca now and a lot of other tracks because I watched like the lines the drivers would take
Yes.
in certain
Yes.
conditions
Okay.
and on different tires and stuff like that. So
Right.
I also got good with strategy because I would just watch races in full in their entirety.
Right.
A lot of old kart races helped me out with Laguna Seca.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So I don't think there's like, one person that I would say, oh, I'm copying him. I think I'm just taking like, what they're doing as a collective
Right.
and
Right.
kind of just, making my own thing out of it.
Right.
Does that make any
Okay.
sense?
No,
Yeah,
it
no,
does.
it makes total sense. Because it really kind of depends. This is why I was kind of asking you this line of questioning, right? Because kind of, so like with kart, I can kind of understand what you're saying, right? Because it's all single seater. So if you're running like a Reynard chassis versus a Lola or this or that, I mean, there's not enough aggregate experience to know the difference between the two unless you literally asked a driver who drove both, right? Or one who drove one and one who drove the other, and they kind of gave you like the intricacy of either one, right? Outside of that, it then becomes okay, well, who's my favorite driver, and what is it that I like about them? What is it that they do on track, right? And that's when I'm like, okay, studying. Like perfect example for me, I basically all the content that I've submitted thus far for Rate My Race or any kind of analysis that we've done has all been in a Porsche 911 GT3R, right? And I'll say it's Sean Edwards, Kevin Estrie, um, Sean Edwards, rest in peace to him, Kevin Estrie, um, uh, there's like I can think of maybe like two or three other Porsche drivers, but when I watch them, they're in the car that I'm driving, right? So I watch specifically what they do to manipulate that car, right? And then that's kind of where you say, okay, well, who is it that you watch to maybe, kind of get, like some influence in terms of how to drive the car, right? But I understand what you're saying in terms of like IndyCar and stuff like that. It's not kind of like brand specific like that, right? It's more or less just the racecraft in and of itself and how they're doing it, no matter
Because
who it is, right?
it doesn't stop at IndyCar. I've watched Super Formula and Formula One also. Even like, higher end esports drivers. I've, just watched them to see what they would do. So it's a collective of, open wheel. Like I'm not
Right.
watching GT or anything, but yeah.
Hey, Jamal, what is you want to read this comment right here?
Yeah, I'm just waiting. I was just listening.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That was
Go ahead.
great information, man. But yo, Chris White, by the way, what's up, man? Appreciate you joining us tonight, man. But basically, he gives you a 9. It's kart at the Cleveland track, set around late 90s, early 2000s. Plus, it looked like the AI was set to a challenging mode for him. That's exactly what I was thinking as well.
Actually, I should have turned it up. It was at 90 with the aggression at medium, but if you'll go back, or if I don't know if you want to, if you go back and look at the results, you'll see that I'm almost like a whole second faster than a lot of them.
Yeah,
so
I did see that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think my fastest was like a 57.
I didn't.
Like
Yeah,
5 or
I didn't.
something.
Yeah, and I wasn't able to give you my rating. So before I kind of we kind of get off on track here. Pun slightly intended. I would say the race was really clean. I remember that Cleveland track. I remember watching it as a kid when kart used to go there, right? So it was
IndyCar
really
did
cool
too before the split.
Huh?
I think IndyCar did too before they split. So
Yeah. So it was really cool kind of watching that. I haven't seen that in quite some time. It does kind of remind me of a kart track a little bit because it's completely flat and it's wide and you really have to kind of like the lines are all over the place. right?
Mhm.
So you drove a really good line for a wide track. You know what I mean? You stayed out of trouble. Um, like I said, I really didn't see much of anything, right? Because we were talking about the whole carbon fiber element, right? That's the whole thing about doing single seater open wheel is that you touch somebody, like that's, I don't want to say it's your race, but you touch somebody, you're going in more than likely, right? To get a wing repaired or something like that, right? They're going to swap it out. So, I'm gonna give you a 9.2, man. I like the race. It was really cool. It was very reminiscent of the old IndyCar races.
Thank
Okay.
you very much.
Okay. Well, I'll just keep it short, man. I like the race. I like the way you drove on there. Honestly, the bots looked like they were turned up a little bit more than 90. I know that your times reflected something different, but I wouldn't even care too much about that. Like, you know how you were saying you were a second faster than everybody else? It was just the point of like how aggressive they were and how you were reacting to it.
Well, not only that, bro, but with the way the bots were racing him too, they were being pretty aggro on him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they was really trying to pull your card. You know what I'm saying? And you stood tall. And honestly, so with that being said, man, for me, I'm gonna give you a 9.5. I think that was a really good race.
Hey,
And from
thanks.
So I
everything,
think the average here is we got like a 9.2 or a 9.3 average. That's pretty good, bro.
what you mean?
Like
No,
if
in
you
terms of
tally
like
up
my score,
everybody,
your score, and who's that,
yeah.
Christopher?
Yeah, he got a 9.
Yeah, if we
Yep, yep.
average it out, it's about a 9.3. That's pretty good, bro.
Nah, that's really good, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, I love this type of stuff because the way he drove, everything that was leading up to it, everything he was saying, it's encouraging. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you should be doing. Because it like it just teaches you so much stuff. Like today, I learned about brake bias. I should have been learning about brake bias, but I really took the time to learn about brake bias today and how like going up will make the car more stable. Going down will loosen the rear end, but also allow you to break deeper into the corner type shit. You know what I'm saying? But I like that.
Yeah, you've got the wheel now to do that. You can
Yeah.
just adjust it
Yep.
to the knob or
Mhm.
something. I'm
Mhm.
jealous.
Yep.
Well, I have mine I have mine set up in iRacing, but I've been doing a lot of ACC lately. I've been doing a
Good.
crap load of ACC. I'm talking about. Oh, I told you. Well, I got my
Yeah.
LFM license. Oh, congratulations to myself, everybody.
Congratulations,
Yeah,
man.
I got
congrats.
Yo, I was trying for a long time to get that damn license because I could not pass the Snitterton or whatever that track is in England. But when they moved it to Misano, it took me a while. I shaved off like 10 seconds from where I started off, but I finally got the license. But anyways, shoot.
Nice.
Yeah,
Hey,
I've said since day one, ACC should be your thing, not iRacing. iRacing should be like your secondary thing,
it's
for
becoming that.
Nords and
Ooh.
everything else. But
It's becoming that.
ACC, I think you would
Uh-oh.
draw a crowd with ACC because that is the preferred sim for a lot of people when
Yeah.
it comes to GT3 racing.
Man.
Because I'm
Formula,
like
you
I'm
ain't, you
saying.
ain't, you ain't, dude. You're not lying, bro.
No,
Not
because
lying.
like I'm saying, bro. Like, listen, you know how I said like you would probably feel tired if you had like a direct drive from doing that Cleveland race.
Mhm.
Literally, every time I leave a race in ACC, I feel like I was in a cart.
Like you just drove a car. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I don't know if
It-
that's the wheel
No,
or is that ACC.
It's both because here's why. When I first got Assetto Corsa in ACC, I was all iRacing prior to that, and I had no experience in really anything else besides F1, and I didn't use a wheel for F1. So when I jumped on ACC for the first time, I immediately knew what other people were talking about when they said iRacing drives like crap. Because when everything from putting the power down to steering, like the force feedback, the braking, you feel like you're driving a car in ACC in a Assetto Corsa. You kind of do in iRacing, but like the thing with iRacing is it's very slidey. It's a little too slidey for me, and I like a looser rear end too. But it just seems like at times, like if you need to save the vehicle, you can't do it because it's ice skating as people call it.
Yeah. Hey, hold on.
Well,
guys.
I have a question. So if you've got some experience in AC and ACC, right? And Jamal, I've been talking to him. Because we checked your footage out. I think this is the third race we've rated now, and we're checking out. I think you did one in R Factor, and then we've checked out two. This is Automobilista, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you did.
So
one
in contrast to AC, in contrast to ACC, how does this feel?
AMS.
Yeah.
So it. So I'll do it to Assetto Corsa because it's basically the same game, and I do open wheels in Assetto Corsa too.
Okay.
So Assetto Corsa, you feel like you're on a rail almost. And it could be the car, because what I do in Assetto Corsa is Super Formula, and Super Formula I'm pretty sure has a lot more downforce, even though it's a less powerful car. It has more downforce. So to me, even like in the IndyCar, it just feels like it's more glued to the track. Automobilista 2 is pretty, and like I said, it could be the car. It's pretty slidey, and it's less forgiving when it comes to if you try and push it too much. But unlike iRacing, where if you mess up, like it's hard to correct it, and in many cases you can't. In Automobilista 2, you can.
Okay.
I hope that answers your question.
No, it does. It does, because what we're trying to do is also sort of maybe based on everyone contributing to these conversations, right? Everyone's experience with the various platforms, trying to sort out what the differences are.
Right.
We're not really trying to say, because like, dude, I like when I see you do your race, I'm like, dude, like that shit looks gorgeous. What I'm looking at.
AMS2 is the best looking, aside from Assetto Corsa Competizione. It's Assetto Corsa Competizione and Automobilista 2 are tied for just looking incredible.
And that's where I'm kind of like, okay, does the gameplay match? That's my question.
I would have to try another car.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
The other thing about the kart car is like the downforce. They're in comparison to like modern stuff, there really is none. It takes some getting used to because there's so much less downforce in that kart car. So I'll get back to you on that though.
Okay.
I'll do like an in-depth kind of comparison, and I'll get back to you.
And
also take into account too that my equipment is crap. So because and real quick, I don't mean to drag this on, but when I posted my me driving in R Factor 2 for the first time, and people asked me, what's the force feedback like? Is it better than iRacing? And I said no. Like immediately, like all the fanboys just jumped on and was like, "What are you talking about?" And I'm like, "Look, like I told you guys, my wheel is crap, so maybe that's why."
That might be right.
As of right now, with my crappy wheel, and I don't know about adjusting force feedback setting, like out of the box force feedback settings with my shit ass wheel. iRacing has the better force feedback, and I just got so much heat for that. But like, what do you want? It's like, what do you want me to say? Like, I'm not gonna,
I mean, you be damned if you do, damned if you don't. I mean, it's just an opinion. I mean, that happened to me too. Like, I posted that one video where it was iRacing versus ACC, and I was just basically just saying the differences and stuff like that. And people were just coming at me. Even one guy even said to me, "Why would we trust an opinion from somebody that has an I rating or such and such or such and such and such and such?" Listen, that was the point. That was from my point of view. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like
weird, man.
So that's how it is.
That's kind of a weird question to ask, man.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's really that's just hater stuff. That's all that is. Because you just trying to stop somebody from doing.
Why would I trust
yeah, I'm gonna go to Dave Cam over you. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, if that's what you want to do, Dave Cam's a good guy, and I trust his
Fine,
word.
dude.
Go ahead and do it. I'm just telling you my point of view. But you know,
Yeah.
I will
Hey.
say though, out of all of the, and this will be my last thing, out of all the games, so R Factor, iRacing, AC, ACC, everything, AMS, I still like Assetto Corsa the best for like the feel and like force feedback and everything.
no,
As
me
of right
too.
now with my equipment.
Here, here.
Yeah, I'm starting to get that
So,
same way. I'm starting to get that
yeah.
same
Hey,
way.
hey, Jamal, real quick. What was that comment that you had up? What was that real quick? I wanted to
Basically,
Christopher, he said, oddly enough, I hate Pato's driving style because it always looks like he's going to lose the car at every turn, but I believe mine is more similar to his than all other IndyCar drivers. Christopher White, we are going to formally invite you to submit a link to Rate My Race so we can verify whether your style is much like Pato O'Ward's driving style. And we don't even mean that in a bad way, but you know, we're looking to rate the races of those of you guys who are listening into the Sunday Car Talk. So, bro, if you got something, send it on through, man. Let us take a look.
I'll tell you something right now. I can vouch for him. He's a really good driver.
Okay.
So,
All right.
he raced in my series at NTK, North Texas Carters.
Oh,
and-
wait, you race his carts?
Yeah, he races karts.
Oh,
So-
that's what's up.
So
That's what's
with
up.
him, he was like a rookie, so he did like 2 races. But see, I was like gone for like a month or like a couple races or something. But then I came back and I raced with him. But anyways, he was like basically. I'm gonna tell you the overtake that he did on me. But anyways, we're going around turn 7. I'm here. I think that it's good, right? So I'm about to close the distance. Out of nowhere, he just slides in there, and it like he did it in a way to where it wasn't dive bombing. He did it in a way to where it's like he was there, but it's like he slid and he lost it a little bit, but he caught it.
Yeah.
He caught it and he made it look so clean. While I'm behind him, while he's in front of me, I'm like this. Because like my cart did not have it that day. Like I couldn't catch nobody. I was like falling the dead last. I don't know if it was a motor problem or something, but I fixed it.
Probably need new tires, man.
No, it wasn't new tires. It wasn't.
No, dude, no?
No, because it was a hot day. So honestly, the tires were like
greasy
like,
track.
It was a hot day and it was sticky. I needed it to be loose. So my cart was like lifting up at that time too. It was bicycling hard.
Oh, you were jacking. Your cart was you were jacking. Yeah. So that means your cart was grabbing when you.
But I was loose everywhere. I was loose everywhere. I was loose in the axle. I was loose in the ride height. Steering columns. My tires. I put in some older tires on there, and it was still hooking up too much. Anyways, but I say all that to say, yo, Chris, right? Yeah, you should definitely submit any sim racing.
Send the race
hold
through, man.
Hold on. But if you don't have sim racing content, but for some odd reason you do have a karting content, because I'm not sure if you
send that through.
Yeah, if you are using GoPro, please send that in too as well, because we definitely.
Yeah, Rate My Race is not exclusive to sim. It's Rate My Race. I don't know. Did you race karts or something? Send it.
Yeah, for real.
Send it.
All right, guys. So Formula, he got a 9.5 from me, 9.2 from Ulysses, and a 9 from Chris in the comments.
So I'll bet you average it out 9.3, man.
9.3. So
all right.
So all good, man. We're gonna invite you to stay on with us while you rate my race as well, because I'm the second.
Yeah, we're Donington, right?
Yeah, we're at Donington, and this is in ACC. This is not iRacing. This is in ACC. Can you guys see?
He's gotten baptized in the waters, you guys.
Can you guys see?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure.
Also, too, if we have time, I can submit one from Assetto Corsa, and I can show you guys what I'm talking about.
Send that through. Because I sent it was just a track session at Misano. Because this is at Misano, right? No, wait.
Donington.
This is Donington, but there was the Misano was the license, right?
The license, yes.
Okay. Don't worry. Hey, don't worry about my shit. Formula, if you can send yours, send it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
That's cool
send
with
it.
you.
Send it. Send it.
I'm not.
I'll DM Jamal.
Yeah, just
Okay.
DM me in Discord.
All right.
So this is at Donington. This is a 15-minute or 10-minute. I can't remember. It's either a 15-minute or a 10-minute stint race. The computer, the bots, their level is at 90. Their aggression is at 70. And I'm starting last. And it's sunset, and time is like on 24 times. And weather is
Wait.
on.
Okay. This is Donington. You said variable weather at sunset.
I didn't say that, but I was about to say that. So I'm very
No.
predictable.
Oh, okay. My bad. No, I muted. No, I muted. I literally stepped away.
No, I'm just trying to say I didn't know how you was gonna know how to say that. You can read my mind.
Okay.
But yeah, variability is at like 50. Those guys wanted to see if it was gonna rain or not, anyways. But here you go. Let me know if the view is you're cool.
Yeah, we're all good. And this is the Audi R8.
Yes, Evo 2.
Okay. Evo 2.
I'll go ahead and speed it up a little bit.
Do you have the Tilim up?
Yeah, I can put it up.
Yeah, put the Tilim. There we go. Ooh, look at that jump.
I'm last.
No, but wait a minute. Did you just split it? That's like 3 positions. Dude, okay. Bro, you're way more aggro.
Oh, trying to be.
No, I'm just saying I can see it.
Is this online or?
Hold on.
Is this online or are these bots?
Yeah.
Oh no, this is bots.
Okay, I was gonna say because one of the reasons why I like doing bot races is because
you said what now? I'm sorry.
One of the reasons why I like doing offline bot races is because it taught me how to be aggressive and how not to race like a bitch. Because iRacing almost conditions you to be careful.
Yeah, it's true.
And I would get so before I started playing like ACC and stuff like that, I would get frustrated because I would often, for lack of a better phrase, bitch out on taking a position, defending my position, or just being not driving like a bitch, as I like to call it, because I'd be too scared to spin out and hit the wall, and in an aero car that's the end of your race, and then I'd lose like all this rating and stuff, and that would hurt my stats and all that. With this, like it doesn't matter,
no,
race the car or else
because I turn ratings off too when I race on offline.
Like I turn the damage off because in an aero car, if you get hit, then it's over anyway. So and just go and learn how to deal with being aggressive and dealing with aggressive people accordingly. Racing on the limit each and every lap is not something you can really practice in iRacing because it will punish you for it if you mess up. And believe it or not, it also made me into a better iRacer because now I'm more confident.
Hey, did you just hear what you just said?
What I say?
Huh? I'm gonna push the mute button on my mic.
Yo, I said the exact same thing today to Ulysses on the phone. I said, I feel like Assetto Corsa is going to make me a better iRacer because one time Assetto Corsa made me a better Gran Turismo racer.
Mm-hmm.
It's confirmed.
It was when I played R Factor. Once I really got like the IndyCar from R Factor and really started to like practice kind of racing like a dick, which the bots will force you to do. That didn't really make me. Oh, it did make me faster, but it was a huge confidence boost. So
Formula, I remember like on a couple of races I did some moves. You were like, "Yo, that was hella sus." Now you know why I did it.
Right. And I wasn't saying that because, you shouldn't have done that. No, this is the time.
No, not at all, dude. No. I totally got the inference.
This is the time to do sussy things and try shit and wreck out and just kind of experiment so that when you do race in lobbies and things that matter, you can just do it because like you've always been doing it because you have always been doing it. Like, know, like how to be on the limit all the time without, wrecking.
No, I agree.
Just thought I'd throw that in there.
It was hell, that was necessary. Whoops.
No, I gotta say, man, look at the light and the shading. That looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
ACC is beautiful.
Nice move. Nice move. This is the best Wait, no, not this spot right here.
You said what?
No, I'm gonna show you like where. This is Donington, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna show you where I was always overtaking. I think we did a Donington review of a race that I did, but where I would always overtake people is right here, coming up.
Oh, right here. Yo, you know what sucks about this, bro? I can't hear anybody.
You can't hear anybody.
Is it like too loud?
Because it's too loud. So like if I turn down the volume.
Oh, okay. No, go ahead.
Right,
no, go ahead.
No, I'm saying it. So if I keep asking you, what'd you say? It's because I can't hear you.
Oh, okay. No, I was just saying this is a good overtaking spot right here.
Oh yeah.
Looks cozy in that cockpit, bro.
I know.
Dang, look at the mood lighting.
I'm telling you, man, the black lights. They're smooth.
I mean, these are like the little details that make ACC dope. I gotta admit.
Also, the sound design. Lots of game developers will skip out on the sound, or to make the game looks pretty. But I would say that sound design in the game is the most important for immersion.
Yeah. I don't know a game that has a better sound design.
Yeah.
Man, the light levels changed like real quick. It's dark now. Ooh! Oh wait! Did we get 2 for 1?
2 for 1.
Yes!
Ooh, made it stick.
dicey. Dicey. That's an M4 in front of you. Mmm. Uh-oh. Dip inside, do it. Oh, wait, no, never mind. No, that's the S section. There's gonna be the horseshoe coming up. No, that was the S section. The horseshoe coming up. Oh wait, no, you don't.
I didn't know if he was gonna turn in or not. He twitched the car.
No, this is what I was talking about right here, dude. When you take them on the inside, boom, right there. Oh shit! Did you stick it? Did you stick it? No. Damn. That was a good attempt, though. Oh, but we got him right here. Yes. Dude, like these conditions changed hella quick. It's dark.
I'm losing grip.
Freaking dark. See, this is where I'll start screwing up, man. It gets really hard for me to see. What is that in front of you right there? What kind of car is that?
Aston Martin.
Aston? Okay. Okay, there we go. There we go. Inside. Yep, there we go. Right there. Boom. Bro, you carving up the field, man.
Yeah, man. I started in last.
I see these dudes up in front of you, man. You shit. You're doing this in the dark. Don't give me a spoiler alert. I was gonna ask you, do you catch these guys? But don't tell us. Ooh, gaining ground.
You said what?
So you're gaining ground.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, these guys are getting closer. I can see them.
The conditions were really changing, man. The track started to get slippy.
Well, if it I think based on what you were doing here, the tires do start to degrade a little bit.
You said that what starts to degrade?
The tires.
What?
I think what you're doing here, there is tire wear does factor in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Cut those curves. Okay, let's go. Ooh, let's go. We're okay. We're right behind him. Was that a McLaren? Ooh, stick it. Yes.
That's a tough corner.
Okay, I see some other cars coming up here too. Okay. This guy's not gonna let you pass, bro.
You don't think so?
No, I'm saying like he's not gonna let you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like you gotta. This guy's like, fuck you. You're gonna have to like fight me for this.
Yep.
Ooh. Oh. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh man. Oh, he's making moves like U-Haul.
Got him. Shit.
Nice.
Damn.
I think I got like 3 more laps left.
Okay. See who's this guy in front of you. There's that horseshoe. Ooh, nice.
Ah.
Not nice. Not nice.
Right?
Oh, and he got the goddamn position back.
I guess now would be the time to raise the brake pressure, right? The brake bias.
You said now would be the time to do it?
Yeah, because I don't have that much traction.
I think it's lowering it. Like for long straights and heavy braking zones, I think you dial it back.
If you don't have much traction, you have to bias it towards the front. Because you need the front of the car to grip before the back.
You said what now?
I said if you're losing traction like later on in the race, what you would do is bias it towards the front because the front of the
raise it.
Yeah. No, well, you just bias it, right? You're just gonna move it towards the front as opposed to the rear.
Well, what I'm saying is like, so when I say we're saying the same thing, really. But so when I say raise the brake bias, like right now it's at 57.8. So raising it, I mean, like I probably should put it at like 58.5 or 59.
But I mean, but by those numbers, does that mean like if you go higher up, that means it moves to the front of the car?
Yes, you move.
Okay,
to the front.
all right, got it.
Yeah,
okay,
that's what I was saying. Yeah,
got it.
Yeah. I think this is the last lap.
I mean, shit. How many positions did you pick up?
20.
Look, the white box is up towards the top, dude.
20.
You picked up 20 spots?
Yeah, I think so. I started in last.
That's what I thought.
So what?
I said that's what I thought. That's why I can't really see the actual number there because it's small on my screen. But I'm saying I see that you where the white box is. It shows that you've gone all the way up. Oh
Yeah. Overshot that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's legit there.
Okay, I think this is the last lap.
Are you rocking the free M gloves, by the way? Is that what I see there?
You said what?
The free M gloves on the steering wheel. Yeah, it is free M. Look at that. For those of y'all that don't know, free M makes a lot of karting apparel.
Is driver customization a thing in ACC?
Oh, that was the last lap.
That's it. That's it right there. When you see the fireworks. Damn. I'm handing out 2 9-point deuces today, man. Dang.
I'll give that a 9.
All right, so
I mean,
tell me what you guys think or whatever.
9-point deuce, man. Let's look. We started at higher light levels, right? So we had to contend with the light levels changing, right? Because I'll tell you right now, as a dumbass who wears glasses, it's harder to see in the night races than it is during like where there's more light. So being able to continue to pick up spots and pick up positions when the light level changes, okay, that is a thing. We had a slight off. I think it was like one slight off. Wasn't nothing crazy. I think there was one. I think where is I would classify it more as a racing incident. You collected somebody, but it didn't really affect the cars. There was no damage or anything like that, right?
Hey, remember I bumped that McLaren in the beginning of the race too.
Yeah, I mean, but okay, cars bump each other at the beginning of the races, right? I'm looking at things that kind of just overall affect like the totality of the race, right? You picked up how many spots?
20.
That's a shit ton of spots, right? So I think it warrants the 9.2 that I'm giving you, considering those factors. And you're really kind of taking more to ACC and kind of learning the intricacy of ACC. So I could see how you were taking the lines, how you were. And this is funny, like we're talking about this when I say like aggressively driving the car, but I can see how you're trusting the tire model. Like when you were saying, like I think you and Formula were saying that with iRacing, the cars are less forgiving or they kind of slide around more. Whereas in ACC, the tire models are a little more truer. They're a little more true. So after a couple laps, you can literally feel the difference from when you started versus a couple laps in, and you know what the hell you can do with the car. And it seemed like you were doing that, right? Later on, you were just literally just carving through, right?
Yeah.
So, hey, man, I'm going to give you a 9.2. New wheels, mixed weather environment, getting more into ACC. I'm factoring everything in. The pedals came back, all that shit. 9.2, good run.
All right, appreciate that. We got a 9.2 from you. What about
I'll give you a solid 9, man. That was pretty cool.
I respect that, man.
Carving up the field like that. It's always fun to watch somebody do that.
I respect that, man. The funny thing about that is that I've done that before, like in Zandvoort, but for some odd reason it's tougher to get through Zandvoort than it is. Well, not some reason, maybe it's just the track, but it's hard to carve through the traffic at Zandvoort in comparison to Donington. I don't know, but I guess the computer, they were kind of, sometimes some of them were backing off, but some of them wasn't. I kind of wish I kind of had the bots that you had on AMS, because that looked a lot more fun.
I mean, I don't know about that. They're kind of a headache, man.
I'm gonna raise it to 100. Actually, that might be a good video.
It might just be the aggression. If your aggression settings are turned down low, they're not gonna really fight you too much. But have them up to at least medium, I guess. If it's a percentage, maybe like 25-30%, 40% if you're nuts.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I might just raise the aggression up. And yes, okay, so we got Chris who wants to send in one of his races.
Nice.
One of his karting races. What I'm about to do is paste the Discord link in the chat. What I would like for you to do is go ahead and accept that invite, and you can drop your race there, and we'll have it there, and you'll be able to be a part of Rate My Race, and we'll have you on next Sunday, possibly, or maybe even before. But you could discuss everything that's going on in the race, and take it from there. Yeah, but I do appreciate that rating. I appreciate you joining this formula, and showing your race, because we really like seeing your races. So.
Oh, not a problem, man. This was fun.
Since we
Yeah,
didn't
I
have,
would say you're def the resident single seater open wheel dude right about now.
no, I mean that's cool. I mean, I remember when you first came on my stream, you were telling me you did open wheelers and stuff like that. I didn't know you took it. Like, I didn't know that's primarily like what you did in comparison to like GT. But then the more I watch your stuff, I'm like, man, that's your discipline. Like, that's your main bread and butter. Yeah.
And it's funny. I tried going to GT, and I did okay. When I started doing sim racing, I started with the Formula One games. Because I thought that's what I wanted to do, but I don't know, something about the Formula One, and it's too gimmicky,
No, I know what you mean.
DRS. I'm just like, I don't like this. And then that's when I found IndyCar again, and all that. But to make a long story short, when I got on iRacing, you start out with the Mazda MX-5. And I'm like, well, all my friends on the team that I'm on, they're all GT drivers. As a matter of fact, they just got done doing the Petit Le Mans at Road Atlanta. And so they were like, oh, come on, you try out GT. And back in those days, when you got out of the Mazda rookie class, you went straight to the BMW GTE, the M8. I think it is. So I drove that for a while, and I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool. But I wasn't really like great at it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, let me try this IndyCar, and I was hooked ever since. So I'm like, guys, I'm not doing GT anymore. And it tries.
What is it? Like, what is it that like draws you to like open, Indy?
I think a part of it is like not very many other people do it. I'm a part of something on iRacing, and probably in general, that is like a niche, and it's very small, and not a lot of people do it because they find it, I guess, really difficult, especially in iRacing. All the damage is on, and if you crash, then that's it. And I took that as I want to do that because it's a challenge, I guess.
Yeah.
And I just really like the way the cars look and all that too. So yeah, I tell people I do open wheel, and they look at me like I've got 3 heads. But I kind of like that though.
Yeah.
Like, really, you do IndyCar? I'm like, yeah.
Do you know about it's a guy? It's a Japanese guy on YouTube. His name is like Atori Hakashi, possibly. But he races R Factor, I believe, and he's always racing as like Senna in the McLaren. But he has like a whole motion rig. He has the whole suit on, and it looks very, very realistic.
I'm sure I've seen it.
What about you, Ulysses? You seen him?
Yeah, no, I know. I've been subbed to him for a while, bro. That dude's sim rig is insane.
Freaking crazy. I don't know. I could have swore you've seen him, man, but this dude.
I'm sure I have. Maybe you can DM me a video or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely do that.
Yeah, that dude like makes videos. He literally like wears like a whole race suit and a helmet and everything because his rig is that realistic.
I've seen a guy who has a Red Bull like esports sim rig, and he has like a Red Bull helmet and fire suit and all that. I don't think it was motion though.
Yeah.
He was
this guy. Go ahead. You said what?
No, I was just saying he was Asian, so that's who I thought you were talking about at first, but I don't think that's him.
Got you, man. So with Indy, that is okay. Like, is there like a year that you like more of Indy? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got your 80s, your 90s, your now.
I remember watching karts when I was like a little kid in the 2000s. When they went to like Surfers Paradise and they raced around Miami, and you know, it seemed like they were just making shit up. You know, if it had a tarmac, you know, they tried to race on it. That's what it seemed like. And yeah, so I just remember watching that and really liking it, even more so than I did Formula One, because you know, you couldn't really watch Formula One that easily. But kart and IndyCar was on the Speed Channel all the time. So yeah. So I guess if I had to pick, definitely like 2000s kart and maybe like late 2000s IndyCar, like when they merged. Because that's when Danica Patrick and all them, Dan Walden, Tony Kanaan, they were still like, you know, all in it and stuff.
Okay. Well, guys, I got a surprise for you guys. You guys up for one more Rate My Race?
Sure.
Yes, sir.
We got one more, and it is a karting race, and this is at my home track. This is Christopher White, who's in the chat right now.
Ooh, we get to rate a kart race.
Yeah, so we finally get to rate a kart race. Here we go. We have him. Real quick, Chris, would you like to join the stream? Do you have time to join the stream right now? I'm gonna give you 10 to 15 seconds. After that, we're moving on. Can you join the stream? So you can talk about your race and tell us everything about it. Because I haven't raced on this track in a little bit. So let's see. No. If we find, let us know. Let me know if he says something in the chat, because I can't see once I move to this screen. So let me know, because then we can have him join. All right. Okay. Can you guys see? Hey, can y'all see the race?
Yeah, we can. He said in the comments he won't be able to join, but we can go ahead. We'll just go ahead and rate the race.
All right, cool. So this is NTK Fall Series 2. This is the main event. It looks like he qualified 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 P6.
Is this 206?
Yes, this is 206. I believe he just did a cut screen. And this is approaching turn 7.
All right, we're warming up the tires here.
And then this is a warm-up lap. So this is turn 1 right here. So sweeping, you take this full out.
And for you sim junkies out there, this track is also on Kartcraft.
It is.
If you do want to practice this track.
They are lining up now. This is on Kartcraft, I believe it's NTK. It's just either North NTK or North.
Yeah, it's NTK. So for those of you guys that don't know, 206 is momentum kart racing. So you want to try to minimalize braking as much as possible and use momentum.
Yo, you know what's so crazy? I forgot. I have all my kart races on my channel. I'm definitely going to submit one of those.
Yeah. We just pulling from the archives, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're starting P5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 P6.
Oh, is it 6? Okay.
Yeah, inside's the 1.
Inside, right? Okay.
Oh, dip.
All right, so we're holding position. Oh man, this brings back so many memories.
Yo, these helmet cams, man. It's like I like them, but then I hate them at the same time.
Yeah, they give you motion sickness, and I'm starting to. Yeah, I'm starting to feel like I need to throw up, but in a manly way, though. In a manly way.
Hey, if you gotta throw up, you gotta throw up.
Yeah, no, not in a bitch way, though. Oh, we're doing the helmet dip.
Right.
Okay, so we're holding on to P6, I believe.
Yeah, he's P6 right now.
Okay.
You know what's so crazy about this rating that I'll give is that I know this track. This is my home track.
Yeah,
So it's
you're
kinda
gonna be more critical than anybody.
So I'm like basing it off of what I would do as far as like how to take the turns.
I know
You're like,
nothing
man, I
about
wouldn't have done
karting
that.
either.
Well, you can just
So-
judge it just off of just momentum. His hand movement. Well, you can't really see that much of his hand movement.
So okay, not so far, like not too bad. He hasn't lost position. Now the front group is getting away from him. Okay, the front group is getting away. So he's gonna have to get up behind those those two guys in the front, and essentially just draft with them. For those of you guys that don't know, drafting is a thing in karting. It's a real thing. And as you can see, the drafting effect, he's pulling up behind him right now.
Yeah, he has the pace, straight line pace.
Yeah. They may have just gotten away from him, but like I said, if you can, as long as you can kind of get into that pocket of air, it'll pull you in ultimately. And you can see here. And I'm gonna tell you right now, NTK is a brutal ass track, dude. It's not exactly forgiving.
You should have whiffed for that right there. Yeah, it hurts your ribs.
Yeah, it's brutal. But he's caught right back up to him, and there was a position change right there.
His tires are up right now.
Yeah.
His tires are up to temperature right now.
But see, look on the straights, you see how they pull away from him a little bit? So we're looking
Well, they have a longer gear.
I was gonna say we're looking at gearing now.
Yeah.
So in the tighter sections that we see, he pulls up and he's able to get closer to him. As soon as we get on a longer section, you'll see they'll pull away.
Yeah, he's gonna go for it.
And there we go. Now we're right behind him.
He did go for it.
This is classic 206 racing right here, you guys. It 206 very much is a check. Ooh, that was close. Poking your nose in there. You see, that's what I mean. In the tight, twisty sections, you see the gearing gives him the advantage.
Mm-hmm. He has more pull away. I mean,
right.
He has more, get up.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, he has a little bit more of a torque advantage, but then they have a speed advantage, like right here. As soon as we get open a little bit, they start.
Yeah, he should have stayed behind him right there on that straight, though. He kind of veered to the right a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
He's driving good, though. He's holding his own.
No, he is. My question to him, is he running a 35 chain or a 219? That's my question.
It's a good question.
Because I can see right now, if you switch to a 219 setup, you can eat up that gap right there.
Why you say that?
219 chain gives you more wiggle room. You can play with a more gear. You can play with a few more gearing ratios.
You can?
Dude, really?
I thought it was just the same thing. Like I thought as far as like
no. 219 gives you different gearing options.
Well, the reason why I'm saying, the reason why I'm saying this, right, is because, like, from when right now, I'll probably be running, like, from what I'm looking at, I'll probably be running like a 68.
Okay.
Because I ran a 219, and I was probably running a 68.
Wait, no, you were running chain.
I run a 219 chain.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. As far as the chain size,
No,
the
I know what
gearing
you're
is gonna,
No,
yeah,
I know
because
what
the
you're
gearing is
saying.
gonna, the gearing is gonna be, whatever the chain size. Then you're gonna be dealing with variables like weight and all that kind of stuff, right? To get that right parity. But if you go with the gearing options that a 35 chain gives you versus a 219, the 219 gives you far more variables in terms of ratios that you can play
Yeah.
with.
No, I guess
That's the thing.
understand what I'm saying.
Oh shit! Wait,
Yeah,
what
you
happened?
missed. I think he cut from that.
Oh, okay.
But I'll just say this
Hit
quickly
him?
though. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Like what I'm saying is the 219 is what I ran, and I know in this particular case, it's really only 3 numbers you want to be running. It's either 67, 68, or 69 here at this track. So what I'm trying to say is, you really can't stray too much like farther from that. So I guess I'm trying to
No,
say is
I'm not saying that. Okay, so when you look at a 219 chain versus a 35 chain, okay, like when you look at the key gaps, where the chain cogs and the gaps between the actual links on the chain, on a 35 they're larger, on a 219 they're smaller, right? See, so what you're saying is correct, but that's for a 219. On a 35, you can't get the gearing as precise
Oh,
with a
okay. I get now.
35
I get what you're saying. Okay, I
than
get
you can with a 219. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Oh,
Ooh.
wait. Oh, that was it. That was
That was it right
ooh, okay. Wait. He tried to go inside. Hold on.
at the last moment. Nah, no, he didn't.
No, I think he backed out. Okay.
No, he didn't back out. He just hit the brakes a little too late.
Okay.
And then he
But
lost.
he didn't cause nothing. All right.
Nah, he ain't caused nothing.
Okay. But no, that's what I'm saying. When you're saying, okay, well, with a 219, you can go these, right? But I'm telling you, whichever you do with those 3, the ranges are going to be more precise than they will with a 35. That's why with 206 racing, one of the advantages is to use a 219 setup. Don't go with a 35 chain. Run a 219.
No, I agree.
Because if you look at the ratio tables, right, the pinion and sprocket gear.
He should have slid behind her.
Ooh, yeah, he should have, man.
He should have slid behind her. Because that's Michaela. I think that's Michaela Bradley. She just moved up to senior class.
Yeah, the door was open.
Because she made the move. I would have slid in right behind her. Because he's gonna concede to that move. Yeah.
Did he have enough space?
Yeah, he had enough space. Look, watch. Because once he's there,
if he would if he would have ducked back there early on,
he would have saw it. He would have saw it, and he would have had to make a decision.
Yeah.
I think what you got probably like 3 more laps left. It's 8:37. Like
okay.
4 to 5.
Following through. Get inside. Oh, that would have been the opportunity right there.
Hey, Formula, how you feeling right now? You just looking at this like,
yeah,
we're kart nerding right now.
Yeah, I almost don't know what I'm looking at, but it looks like fun.
Oh, dude, kart racing is the shit.
I have plans on going over to my home track because they have a kart thing there too. And
man, go get a sesh, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Okay, we're on the back bumper. We got a train of 3. Let's see how we play this out. We're tucking the head. Ooh, did they drop the flag right there?
Was that a white?
No. Okay, that was a white flag. Okay.
I don't know. Was it?
I thought I saw a flag out, but they're still racing.
Well, they usually always have that green flag standing.
Okay, all right.
Like they just have it standing there. Just
Got
let
it.
you know it's still
Okay.
green.
All right, let's see what we do here. Because this is, dude, you got to get out, get inside.
He clearly has a faster pace than both of them. So it might have been an opportunity where he could gain 3 spots because he might have wasted time and he could have got, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the problem with 206 is that if you you see that gap?
Yeah.
You gotta do now. You gotta like,
He been dead man. Yeah. I mean, he's driving
the shit out of this car.
He's under control.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that sucks about like this 206 right now, because it's like he's under control. But then if he jumps in front of those two, then it's like everything's lost. Because now they're faster than you because they're in the back of you.
Well, okay, but that's where with 206 driving does come into play. And you really have to drive the middle of the track as best as possible. Right? That's what I learned from the wait. We are close. Let's see what's going on here. This is a good battle. I'm not going to take anything away from Christopher. I've been in plenty of these in 206. It's not. I can sit up here and talk about them.
It's white flag.
Unless you've done this, you guys. 206 is one of the hardest damn karting classes to race in and win.
This is the last lap.
Okay.
Should have stuck. Gotta go down.
Yes. Oh, we're pulling up. No, we don't have space.
He only has 2 more turns.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the end of it.
You know what? 5th out of 7. Finished 5th out of 7. What did he start?
Wait, hold up. 5th out of 7.
We started 6th. I didn't see many people behind him, but I know he was on the outside of the 3rd row, so that would have made him 6th.
Oh, hold on.
So I don't know. There may have only been one other cart, and that was just one behind them.
Bro,
but we couldn't see.
Bro, y'all was supposed to tell me that he said he could join the chat. Y'all supposed to keep up with it, man.
Wait, he did what?
He said he could join the stream.
I thought he said he couldn't.
Nah, man, y'all. No,
Like,
you know who said that? Ulysses said that. But you know when he said that? He said that next Sunday.
Said it was a family or something.
Yeah, that was for next Sunday.
Oh shit.
That's cool. Hey, I just sent you the link right now in the chat, man. Join. Hold on, I'll be right back. I've been drinking so much.
Okay, I misread that. Sorry, Christopher. I thought it said something about like you had some stuff to do with family. Crap. Well, while Jamal steps away, I'm gonna give you a 9-0. And you know, people might think that my ratings are high, right? Typically, right? But what I look at is where's there errors or anything, crashes, bumps, things of that sort, right? No, then I'm going to already rate you high, because with racing, one of the main things is how safe do you race, right? See, so if you race at a high level, you pick up positions, and you don't ruin anybody else's race or kart or their body or something like that, I'm already going to kind of put you up pretty high, right?
Yo,
Yo.
Hey, I'm sorry to cut you off. We got Chris right now.
Oh, he's here.
We got him right now in the stream. Chris, can you hear us? Chris, can you? he probably gonna pop on in a little bit, but we got him on right now. So
Okay, cool.
Can y'all
deal.
hear me now?
All right.
yeah, I can hear you. What's up, man?
Hello.
Okay. Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, man? Welcome.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, that race that you watched, the whole process of that was me just trying to make a train of 3 for us to get past Chuck there. That's why I always stay behind Chris or Michaela whenever they were in front of me.
Got it.
And then, at the last lap, I was going to use Chris as a guide for me to get past Michaela and possibly Chris as well on the last lap. But obviously that didn't work out well because I was way too far behind Chris down the backstretch.
Gotcha.
Okay, I don't know if you heard we were talking about like chains, gearing, stuff like that. Can you kind of explain? Oh wait, I almost dropped my phone. Can you kind of explain like your particularly because we're talking about LO 206 karting, and this might sound sort of quixotic or foreign to a lot of people. However, if you are in the karting community, 206 is a sanctioned 4-stroke class of karting. So there's very strict controls, and a lot of it comes down to like gearing tuning, chassis tuning, stuff like that. So what's like kind of like when you go into the races, like what's your approach as far as the kart and all that? Because I now when you mentioned that, I do see what you were doing. It was basically to try to train the 3 karts, right, to draft to get up to that front group.
Yeah, since this is my first year in racing and like not saying that I'm counting, but this is probably like my 10th month since I've started. I actually do not know that much about the mechanical side in my, go-kart with 206. So I actually had my go-kart as a hand-me-down by this guy named Trevor, who I actually drive in his team for. But I've only raced at NTK, and I've left the setup as an NTK setup. So I can't tell you the chain and everything yet, just because I don't have that knowledge of it. I've just been changing the tire pressures, and that's it.
It's probably a 219.
So tire pressures.
It's probably a 219. Knowing Trevor, Trevor's a really good guy. But it's probably a 219, I would guess.
I don't know. I'm hitting the rev limiter pretty early though, so I don't know.
Well, that's just
you may want to gear 1 tooth taller.
Oh, you're
right. So you can just get it. So you can get a couple more, like maybe 100 to 150 more RPM on the straight, right? Because even when the motor on a 206, when it clips out, depending on the part of the track, it'll continue to gain momentum before you enter the turn, or if you have to brake, right? So hitting the limiter is not the worst thing. It just depends on where. It depends on where you're hitting the limiter.
Yeah.
So Chris, like with your what you're doing, I do see what you were trying to do there. Did it what happened on that last lap to where you couldn't do that?
Yeah, coming into turn 2, I was thinking I was going to get a good run, because usually what would happen is I would brake a bit, then get back on the gas flat all the way, and you could see that I would catch right back up to them coming out of turn 2. But for some reason that time they just still got away from me. And because I didn't take turn 3 well either, because you heard me scrubbing all over the place coming out of that turn, that's what set up for me to be so distant from Chris and Michaela coming down that backstretch. So
Gotcha. So
one other, how many pounds? Okay, were you over? Obviously, you weren't underweight. Were you overweight? And if you were, by how many pounds?
Yeah, no, I actually, because I'm probably the heaviest driver in my class, I weigh 180, around 179. So I have no weights on my cart. It's just me in the cart. So I'm always hitting just at 363 or 362. So I'm just nudging it.
Wow. Okay.
Yo, Chris, you tripping, bro? You're not the heaviest. Because when I was the last race I did, I was at 190.
You were
dang. You guys are able to go out with no weight on your carts.
I have to, like lately. I've been having to, and I'm pretty sure you do too, Chris.
You guys are lucky, man.
But I have. I was at 190, and I was maxing out at 365.
Dude, I used to have to strap like 40 pounds on my cart. I don't weigh nothing.
When I first started karting at NTK, Yo, when I first started karting in NTK, I was exactly like you. I had to put 40 pounds on my comp kart.
What?
I had to put 40 pounds. Like I don't know if it was stress or just life, but I just gained weight like crazy.
Sure. Probably. Well, yeah, a combination of the two.
Right? Because the thing about stress is I gain weight when I get stressed. I don't lose weight. That's the thing. So,
Yeah, you know, man, dude, I have a metabolism, bro, that's
yeah,
unmatched. I can't
yeah.
gain weight to save my life. So
Hey, all right. Well, we're glad we got the face now, Chris. We got the face with the race, with the race
yeah,
already.
man. Yeah. So hey, dude, I gave you a 9.0, right? And this is considering that this is a real kart race. I might have to dig into the archives, bro. I might have to go back to the old Two Flags Racing channel, Jamal, and pick something from over there and give you guys like a actual kart race story.
Oh no, that'd be cool. We definitely.
Yeah, because I haven't done a legit kart race in God knows when, but this was cool to actually do a real rate my race, like a real race, right? So like I said, dude, 9.0 on just the racecraft, because you know we could do sim, and you know you tap somebody taps you, you go off. You know, that's not like a high dollar repair or, you know, an injury like karting is, right? So to watch it in real time, to see the actual action for people who are listening in and checking this out, like karting is the real deal. Okay. And you know, if you go off, you touch somebody, the tires rub, chances are somebody's flying up in the air. Okay. So kudos, man. Good stuff.
Yeah, me and Jamal have seen that many times in our class. Our class is known as the deadly class at that track.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I can say, dude. I got videos on like either my channel or the Two Flags guys going up at Cal speed, going up in there.
Man, you should have seen like a year ago. It wasn't the senior class that was bad. It was the junior class. So it was like, I think it was like 12.
It's always them, dude. It's mostly the junior classes where you see the most.
They don't care about life. They don't value
kids.
They don't have no medical bills. Like they don't care. They don't care. It's like they just driving into it. It's like
it's just like my mom will buy me a new car.
Yeah.
I'm nervous. Like every time I make an overtake, like it's like a bunch of calculations goes through my head. Like, what can you afford? You know, if something breaks,
can I afford this overtake?
Can I afford this overtake? No, I'm going for it.
No, it's like can I afford the hospital bill if this overtake goes wrong?
Right. What up, Chris?
I was gonna say, when you overtake, do you use a braking point? Like, do you use the outside of the track for certain spots to look where to brake? Because what I do is I literally just look far ahead from the apex, and then as I come up closer to the apex, I then look directly at the apex whenever I overtake, or just go into a turn.
You know what, man? I've never actually even thought about that, but I'm gonna just tell you what I do off the top of my head. I don't even think I look at the rumble strips, because that's where I usually use my braking points is the rumble strip. I think it's like the third red stripe in. But when I'm overtaking somebody, I don't even look at that. I kind of judge it off of them.
Oh,
it's. I mean, it might be the wrong thing, so I'm not no expert at it.
No, I think so. Everybody's got a different driving style and how they.
But like with me, it's kind of like what I do is like it's kind of like I'm going off a feeling, because I know where I should be braking in a sense, because you run like thousands of laps there, so I'm kind of like going off of them. And then when I go around turn 7, I'm knowing that they're probably going to try to undercut me, so I'm not pushing it way to the outside. I'm kind of staying to the we're really to the middle, to the inside.
I think the main thing is you know, as long as when you're going in, approaching the apex, as long as you have overlap, right? I think when you dive bomb, that's when you see a gap, but you don't have overlap, right? And so what you'll try to do is shoot the gap, and more times than not, that goes bad. Okay. But when you know that you're pulling up to the turn and you already have an overlap on the guy, just outbrake him and you got him.
Yeah.
That's how I've always known. That's why I'll pass a dude and I don't feel no kind of way about it. If I already know I'm overlapping him going into the apex. Because what he can't do is cut in on me.
Mm-hmm.
If he does, basically he's going to T-bone and get pushed out. I'll make the turn. He'll get pushed out, and he'll be the dumbass because what he tried to do was cut in on somebody who already had the overlap on the apex. So, you know, that's kind of what gives you a little bit more of like, say, like the confidence aspect of overtaking, especially going in on a turn, is like you go in saying like, dude, if I got the overlap when you going in, you better not try that shit.
Because it's gonna be
right.
constant.
You got to
end on your end. It's gonna end.
Yeah,
bad.
that's what I'm saying. You got to force the issue on him. Once you've got the overlap, it's like, dude, back off. I got the overlap.
No, I can dig that. Yo, hey, so Chris, like, so I'll give you my score, and I'll give you my score before I explain. For you, for that race right there, I'm gonna give you a 9.1. I'm gonna give you a 9.1, and honestly, I think you drove real good. Because I'm going off of what I know of you as far as like how long you've been racing, the team you with, and just your pure driving style, just from what I see. But I'm gonna give you a 9.1. The only thing I would say is that I would stay off the curbs on turn 1. I would stay off the curbs on turn 2, and I would stay at the curbs on turn 3.
Yeah, I'm doing that now. After fall race 2, I've been improving my lap times a lot more now because I don't hit the curbs in turn 3.
Don't hit the really. You don't really need to hit the curbs on turn 7, to be honest with you, at all. I would really only hit the curves at 8, 9.
Yeah, 8, especially at 8, you want to hit the curb at 8.
Yeah, 8 and 9 are the ones. Outside of that, I think that's the only thing that was like holding you back. It's just the curb hittage. I said the curb hittage, but the curbs. That's the only thing that was. I think your gearing was good. It might have been a little early, because like on the home stretch going towards turn 1, I think you were hitting it a little bit before the flagpole, the flag stand.
Yeah, I was hitting it like before across the finish line, so it's definitely a little too early.
Yeah, so this is just me, and I'm just a multiple P2 winner, never a P1. I had my gearing right at the flagpole or right afterwards. So I would run a 219, I run like a 67 or a 68. But then when it's like really, like the track's not really there all the way, then I'll run like a 69 or something like that. But I never jumped into the 70s or 71s or 72s. But yeah, I'll give you a 9.1. I think it was a good race. You drove with confidence, man. You drove good. Hell, I'm rooting for you, man. I'm not even there out there no more. Not till I get to KA, the 2-stroke, but I'm not out there right now, so I'm your biggest fan out there, man, for real.
I think I saw you actually at Fall Race 3. I was a flag on that day, though. Was that you?
Yeah.
That waved to me?
Yeah, I saw you.
I thought it was you, but I didn't know exactly, so I ignored you waving at me.
Yeah, I was about to say a funny joke, but anyways, yeah, that was me waving at you, bro. Yeah, that was me.
My bad. I thought you were somebody else. I was like, is that Jamal?
Oh no, it was too hot. It was too hot. Yeah, shit, that was me. But nah, I think that was a good race, man. Formula, what you got? What you got for?
Oh man, dude,
based on
I feel so underqualified.
You're not
underqualified, and I'm like the least experienced one here. But you know what? That was a fun race, I guess. I'll give you a 9.5.
Yeah.
Well, now you know what to look forward to, bro.
Yeah.
I gotta make an appointment, I guess, dude. I gotta hurry up and do it too.
I'm still learning. Like, this is only like that was probably like my 9th or 8th race, I want to say. Yeah. So, like, just in general in my entire life. So, and I've only been driving for about before I actually did my first race, I'd only driven for about 2 months. Mm-hmm. So, okay. I mean, everybody's telling me I'm doing pretty good for a rookie, but I never tell myself to accept that. Right. Always think better. Mm-hmm. Always think you can do better.
Well, yeah, that's a good mindset to have. Shit, but
I gotta hurry up and do it too because it's getting cold out. Do carts race in the cold?
Yes.
Yeah, they do.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Just gotta change the setup though, because it's not going to be as fast as if you have it set up for the summer.
All right. I'm sure they'll do all that. Like, I'm just gonna go and give it a whirl,
Mm-hmm. I don't race in the cold unless there's money involved. But yeah, there's racing in the cold.
Hey, we race in the rain. You race in the rain too, man.
Hell yeah. Which
Yeah,
is
you
so
put rain
crazy.
tires on carts.
Which is
I mean,
so
that just
crazy.
shows you how much I know.
Yeah, well, I had one rain. Well, hold on. I had a wet qualifying. I'll tell you that much. I had a wet qualifying, and then it dried up towards like the middle of the qualifying. It was very weird.
That's one of the worst,
Yeah.
dude. That's one of the worst. I remember we went out to a race. It rained the night before, so when you got out there in the morning, like the track was wet, right? But you're not going to put rain tires on because it's not water like coming down on the track. So what happened was that everybody had to get out there in slicks and basically dry the track out. Bro, it was like for maybe like the first 30 minutes, everybody was just flying off the damn track, right? And then as everybody started getting heat into the tires and then getting rubber down on the track and get out, everybody started getting grip. And then by the time we got around to the first qualifying session, everybody was good. But man, that first practice, man, the first guy out, man, oh God, it was terrible.
Nah, it's sketchy, man, out there. It's sketchy. Oh Lord, did you just see what just happened? Did you just see what?
Hey, no, don't
stand
get
up,
twisted.
stand
Don't
up.
get
Tell him to
twisted.
stand up. Tell him to stand up. Christopher, stand up. Look at that.
Is that a?
Yeah, that's
get
that.
the
That's
hell out of here.
that.
Get
Don't get
out of
twisted. Don't get
here.
twisted. I'm a Lewis Hamilton
my
fan.
God.
Trust me. Lewis was my first driver that I found out in Formula One, and it still is my favorite driver. But I got to give it to Max, man, because he straight up dominated, and it's so sad to see Lewis's position right now in Formula One. Because
I know it really is. It really is sad. It's also
again.
sad to see how Red Bull just spent way more money to get that competition. You know what I'm saying? But Max definitely earned it, bro.
Oh man, it's a cost cap. Boo.
That's
worry about
lame.
nobody. He didn't need to worry about anybody. Lewis was a real threat for him, and he didn't have anybody this year, so he was. Just
So what are your feelings on last year? What are your feelings on last year?
Yeah. So statistically, Max won the championship, but
I'm gonna head out, guys.
We're talking
Take it
about.
easy.
Okay,
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to like interrupt you guys.
No, you good.
No, you good, man.
Yeah, it's all good.
All right, Formula. We'll see you later, man. Thanks for joining us, man.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it, man. For dropping by. Okay.
All right. Continue what you're saying.
Yeah, statistically, Max won. However, how it should have normally went, Lewis probably would have won the race because Max would have been needing to pass all those lap cars because it was obvious either they did this for show or they did this for just to stir up more controversy in the championship because they never do that. They never pull the lap cars to go ahead in front of everybody and get in order. That just never happens. So in my opinion, Lewis got screwed there, but at the same time, Max did his stuff too with that championship. In all honesty, both of them deserved it. If I could, I would give both of them that trophy because they both did awesome. But because of how things went, I am going to accept that Max did win it. Although I think Lewis should have won it as well.
I feel you, man. I don't know if I can accept the fact of what happened last year. I can accept this year. The reason why I can accept this year is because, I mean, he won. It wasn't no controversial thing to where it was a showdown to where it was a one race decides all. He just won the whole race. Like he just won the whole championship. That's what happened.
Wait, you talking about this year, like today?
Yeah, like this year.
I think he
Well, no. Benotto doesn't agree with that.
No, no. I know what he's saying as far as his last race. But even say he did not win this last race, right? It was pretty sure he was going to win just the World Drivers' Championship just in general. I'm talking as far as just even if he didn't win today, right? But as far as last year, going back, I can't accept that one because it was a one race decides all, and it got decided off of not something that should have been the deciding factor. Now this year, I can accept that.
Well, no, I can't even accept it this year
Okay.
Because again, Binotto was like, well, wait a minute. Okay, the penalty that Leclerc got resulted in Max winning.
Hmm.
Okay, had he not gotten that penalty, guess what? We're going to the next race.
Okay.
Okay, so Binotto's like, so where in the sporting regulation does my driver get a penalty if no advantage was gained?
Hmm.
Okay, we literally up that part of the rules and penalized Leclerc, and we just went ahead and just said, yeah, that's a penalty. That's it. Now remember, they were supposed to hand down a ruling on the Red Bull finance breach, right? Where they basically went above the cap and all that. And remember, there was supposed to be a ruling on that a few days ago.
Yeah.
Okay, and they said, well, we know we said, there's supposed to be a ruling on that because that ruling is supposed to basically state, okay, yeah, we found this, and because of this, these are the penalties. Red Bull has to rescind their championship. Okay, that's per the rules. They didn't announce that stuff. Now, gee, I wonder why.
Hold on to stop you, bro, real quick.
What's
Just
up?
let you know that's a possibility. They had a bunch of rules they could have gave them.
Okay.
I mean, a bunch of infractions or a bunch of consequences that they could have.
Right, but what I'm telling you is that no team is going to be okay with Red Bull keeping that championship, knowing that they fucking cheated to get it. Nobody's cool with that. Okay, Binotto isn't even cool with what just happened today. Right, because look, I get it. Verstappen is basically he was positioned to win the championship, sure, but it goes against the sporting regulations. This is a problem. If we're gonna start not calling the race based on the sporting regulations, then it leads to Abu Dhabi last year, and then it leads to a bunch of the crap that you saw this year. Okay, where like I was saying this live stream, there's a lot of things you're seeing in Formula One now you've never seen before.
Gotcha. I mean, yeah.
Like, dude, I can only imagine this type of shit going on during like the Schumacher days, bro. Are you kidding me?
But I mean, hold on. But let's be honest. It was going on during Schumacher days.
No, not this egregious.
But hold on. We have social media now, and there's a bunch of people that can bring up their own theories about what's going on. Maybe that's just the added factor. But if you look at what Schumacher was going on with like Eddie Irvine and sorry guys, I had something. Eddie Irvine and like Rubens Barrichello and shit like that. It seems like it was a bunch of shady stuff going on back then too.
But that was internal team stuff, right? I mean, that stuff kind of played out on track and all that, but it was within the team, okay? But when you have like, dude, like that safety car thing from last year, bro, I'm sorry, we just cannot get away from that.
Well, no, because it's BS though.
And that's what I'm saying. Even during the Schumacher days, you wouldn't have saw shit like that. Okay, internal team stuff, we saw it. Yeah,
well, the Ayrton Senna situation. Do you remember that when that Suzuka was the last member?
Oh, no, when he purposely crashed into Allen on the first lap.
Purposely, yeah, he purposely crashed into him, and then they got unhooked. And then he was like, and then he was telling them to start the car, and then he went, and then Prost was like, I can't. And then Prost went straight to the stewards to talk to him about that and to testify that.
But that's okay. But see him. Okay, but Senna and Prost were teammates.
I think that's
that was when he was in Ferrari. Prost
was that Ferrari? Okay, I'm talking about when the race stewards know good and goddamn well that the race last year at Abu Dhabi was supposed to finish under the safety. Dude, come on.
Yeah.
It's in the rule books and they didn't do it. Okay. Then the race steward guy, whoever the guy, they basically they toned down or whatever. Whoever that guy was, I can't remember his name. Right?
Mozzie.
Okay. Have to step down, right? I'm just saying, dude, driver type stuff. Right, we've seen that type of crap. We've seen Alonso do it. We've seen Schumacher. We've seen Schumi do it. Senna's done it. There's a bunch of guys that have done. in a car, right? As far as drivers are concerned, to kind of secure their own stuff. But see, when the actual sanctioning body does not adhere to the rules, that is a major problem. Who do you go to? Who do you go to adjudicate? Who do I go to say, hey man, this wasn't right. This was a rules infraction. When the people who did the rules infraction is the governing body.
Yeah, well,
That's the problem.
They all got tuxedos on.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying, when the rules clearly state that a race under safety car is supposed to finish under safety car, okay, and they didn't do it, and they gave Max, he came out on a fresh set of tires, and they gave him one lap to hunt Lewis down last year, even though that race was supposed to finish under the safety car, and you heard Lewis on the radio, he even knew it. So when the driver knows it, good and goddamn well the FIA knows it too. Come on, let's not play.
Well, Latifi was a big part of that.
Let's not talk about another driver. Let me shut up.
Go Latifi.
Yo, man, Latifi, man. I don't know why everybody be hating on Latifi like that, man. Latifi's a cool guy. He looks like a French secret agent. But
well, he looks like somebody that's looking for a drive for 2023 because he's not with Williams anymore.
Yeah, but I'll tell you another thing. Another person is looking for a drive. Danny Ricciardo. Danny's out of here.
He's out. Wait, he's out for 2023.
Well, he said that it's very unlikely that he'll have a drive next year.
Yeah, for 2023 because all the seats are pretty much secured. I've been saying this for the last 3 live streams. Daniel Ricciardo, if you somehow catch wind of this live stream, bro, hypercar. I'll let your mans.
I mean, do you think? I mean, I don't think that he doesn't have a drive because of his talent, though. Because
he's gonna go to IndyCar.
Well, because of McLaren and tires.
Yep.
That makes sense.
I don't know. I don't think they're willing to do. Well, they did say they are willing to do 4 cars for the 500, but I don't think they meant for full time for a full season.
No, I think Ricciardo he'd do well in the American racing market.
Well, he loves them. He loves Texas.
Yeah, he would do well here. Like if McLaren wanted to kind of give him a new leash, send him to IndyCar. Yeah. I think he'd do really good. Yeah. I want him to do hypercar because that's like the new right now. Okay, and if you know what I mean, it's kind of like it's a new formula of car, right? It's different, and the way the hypercars are, they're very similar to Formula One cars in terms of like the hybridization, right? So I think there's a lot of things he could actually take from Formula One to hypercar. That's why I've been pounding that. I've been like, dude, if Ricciardo's not Formula One, dude, go hop in a fucking hypercar, right? You got all these teams, all these cars coming out with hypercars and shit.
Well, what team would he join in hypercar?
Dude, he could pick one, man. You got Cadillac, Acura, BMW, Porsche. I mean, you got Toyota's already got their team. Glickenhaus has got their squad already. Alpine, there was talks of him supposed to be doing something with Alpine. Alpine's got a hypercar program. I guess they're supposed to be coming out with their own car here. Their full hypercar here for 2023, I think. So there's so many hypercar teams, right? That I'm pretty sure one of them will be very happy to have an ex-Formula One Daniel Ricciardo. Okay, I cannot see somebody not saying, "Oh, Ricciardo, yeah, why not? Yeah, sure." I can't see that.
Yeah, I'm just finding it weird how like in Formula One, like the pendulum, I think that's how you pronounce it, the pendulum, pitting the pendulum, Edgar Allan Poe, how it swings in different people's directions. Like 1 minute this person's loved, 1 minute this person is hated, 1 minute this person is the greatest driver. Like for instance, like Yuki Tsunoda. I'm just gonna put it out there and I'm just gonna be honest with you. This guy crashes extremely too much.
You know what? I'm not gonna offend him like that. Never mind. Go ahead.
I know what you're
I
saying,
was
but
gonna make a reference to him and Danica Patrick, but never go.
Yo,
no.
but he crashes extremely too much, but yet Danny Ricciardo, his seat is threatened. Maybe, but you know what though? I gotta actually think about that though. He's on the team, like he's on a more like McLaren is asking of a lot more of their drivers than AlphaTauri is asking of their drivers. That's what it seems like to me. So,
I mean,
maybe that's why he's out of there as opposed to Yuki.
well, I mean, okay, but see, here's the difference, right? McLaren is supposed to be a top flight team. AlphaTauri is a B team. So what are you really expecting Yuki Tsunoda to do?
Yeah,
I'm not expecting him to do nothing outside of run mid pack at best or crash out. Ricardo, on the other hand, dude, he's a race winner, bro.
No,
he was Red Bull. He was one of Red Bull's young guns. Okay, see, so coming out of Red Bull, going to Renault, going to McLaren, you're thinking Ricardo's got a chance to get up at the top like he was at Red Bull, right? Nope. It's been just a slow, steady decline. And you would have thought that getting to McLaren, that wouldn't have actually been the bottom. Renault was probably a better experience than McLaren. Than McLaren's been.
I wonder if he would have stayed at Renault, like what would happen? Like what would the present look like right now? It's crazy.
I don't think about Renault. I think about if he stayed at Red Bull. He would have won a world championship by then.
No, they'd have pushed him out.
Really?
He'd have been fighting too much. He'd been fighting with Max Verstappen too much. No.
Well, we don't see. That's the thing, man. Danny chased the money. He could have stayed at, because look, Christian Horner keeps speaking on Ricardo as if it's like he should have stayed here, right?
Man,
Horner keeps saying these comments about him as if we tried to keep Danny here, and we get it. There was more money for a different opportunity. However, we were the more competitive team, and he probably could have saw a championship or something like that had he stuck with us. And I'm gonna agree with Christopher. I believe that Ricardo probably would have had a championship with Red Bull by now.
Versus Max Verstappen. Do you think Max Verstappen? I mean,
Max only won. He only won his first one last year. Okay.
I know that. I know that, but what I'm saying is, prior to that, though, Max Verstappen was doing the best he could in that car. So I'm trying to say, just in general, like even with Pierre Gasly and stuff like that, do you think a head-to-head Danny Ricciardo would have been a match with Max Verstappen?
Yeah, because we gotta think about it like this, right? And this is where I give Ricciardo the benefit of the doubt because I know what kind of driver he is, right? So I know the cars that he's been in since he's left Red Bull haven't been the most competitive. Okay. So you can only do but so much. I mean, hell, dude, look at Lando. What the hell has Lando Norris done all season? Okay, he finished off last season. Everybody was like, okay, Lando, okay. We were expecting him to kind of do something this year, right? What the fuck has either McLaren done? Nothing. That's why I'm like, okay, well, are we gonna shit on Ricciardo? Well, what did Lando do in the McLaren? Nothing.
Yeah,
it's the car.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think what everybody talks about in that particular situation is the fact that Lando Norris has been able to get more points than Danny Ricciardo.
Okay, but is it a scenario like like fucking George Russell and Lewis Hamilton? Right, where the team is kind of maybe hedging on one driver as opposed to the other. We see it with Mercedes right now. It wouldn't be that much of a stretch to say that McLaren's doing the same thing with Lando. Whatever they can wring out the car, they're putting it on Lando shit, if anything.
Yeah, I just think, man, like I love Danny Ricciardo. I think he's a great driver. But when I put him up, Max Verstappen, put him up against Max Verstappen, I don't think he would have came out on top on that one. And I'm gonna tell you why, because I think Max Verstappen has that he has that Schumacher thing. And what I mean by that is that I'm not talking about the driving, I'm talking about his personality. And because of his personality, the people around him they kind of like give him not like special privileges, but they treat him a little different. I don't believe that Eddie Irvine and Michael Schumacher, like their pit crews were like their teams, their technicians were on the same page. You know, I feel
No, they're
like
not. No, they're never not, dude. Anytime you have teams like that, the teams are competing against each other. What they're trying to do is, yeah, they're trying to, you know, they're trying to engineer the best setup for their driver, right?
Mm-hmm.
But even when you bring up Schumacher and Eddie Irvine, guess what? There were ultimately team orders.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like Irvine used to take it to Schumacher, just like Barrichello used to take it to Schumacher, right?
Yeah.
But somehow Schumacher would be out on top, and if that other driver was on top, team orders would come down and be like, slow your ass down.
Yeah, no, or they'll tell you to box.
Exactly.
Why are we boxing so early?
Why are we boxing? Why are we doing this? We only have a few. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's that part of it, right? But like I said, man, I think with Ricardo, he did chase the money. He got the money, but it kind of affected his career and his confidence. Because we listened to the radio from like about 2-3 weeks ago from the live stream we did, and he just sounded defeated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
right?
You never
and
see
even,
him like that.
Yeah, and Christian Horner, I always read these quotes of people ask him about Ricardo all the time, and I think Horner really would have liked to have kept him, you know. And he's always just like, you know, he needs to be built back up. Christian Horner says shit like that, like he knows what Ricardo's capable of.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's why in my head I'm like, dude, get a fresh start in hypercar.
Mm-hmm.
Just go get a fresh start, dude. One is the premier, I get it, but hypercar is some shit too, and I think you do well over there.
I agree, bro.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. I mean, Max was slowly getting better throughout the years, so that's why I say Daniel would have won, because Max is really in the position of where he is now. If he got in that position, I'd say probably the late end of the 2019 season. And because of that, Daniel had such a far advantage with, you know, the amount of seasons that he had over Max. So I think he would have been faster than Max. He would have outdone Max in racecraft too. But say now, if Daniel was still a part of Red Bull, oh, Max would be beating Daniel for sure.
I agree. All right, man. Well, Chris, we appreciate you joining us. You've been in a couple of chats before, man. I appreciate that, bro. We're gonna definitely ask you to be on the chat some more. And chop
if you got more race footy, man, send it on through.
Yeah, I don't have a race this from the week because it's going to be backwards, but I don't be backwards for chassis safety reasons because that chicane is deadly.
Hey, man, I got my 2 podiums out backwards. I don't know what everybody tripping on. I like backwards. It does mess your chassis up, though.
Yeah.
It does. It's very
you're going to wad it, man. You could wad it doing that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it is what it is. Hey, but I appreciate you joining us, man. For real. And thank you for, you know, helping us out. The Carter submission.
Oh yeah, it's sad to see you leave the class, man. Cause, you know, I kind of like having somebody who look.
Yeah, me too.
Who look.
Yeah, me too. Me too. It's nice, man. It's nice. It's just right now, man. I gotta do with supporting. So I kind of gotta cut that cost right now.
Yeah, Sim is kind of popping off right now, man.
Yeah, and then like that's what I'm saying. Sim is. This is just me right now. It's cheaper right now.
Yep.
I don't have to pay everything, and I kind of, like I said, you know, I gotta pay some shit off, and it's the best thing for me to do right now. So
yeah, it's all good though. I mean, I might be in K next year. I don't know. So right now, focus is to be good in Q6 this year, and if it doesn't go as well as I thought, I'm gonna stay in next year and do the regional races, and then the year after that, go national and KA. So,
I can do that.
Nice.
Man. All right, man. Well, thanks for having you on, man. We'll see you on the next one, bro.
Yep, appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
All right. Yeah, man. I think that's about it for today, man. We had
man. No, another good sesh, dude. I love these live streams, bro.
Yeah, Yeah, I think it's good. We had 3 hours, man. We had a good amount of enjoying this.
Yeah, we had two good races that we got. 3 good races. We got the race. 3 good races. We got the rate. One of which an actual karting race. So that is a first. So let's pin that one. Yeah.
That he did that. I'm definitely gonna show mine next week.
You know, I'm gonna dig up. I'll dig up. Let's see if I'll find some more kart races, man. Let's see if I can dig some up.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you joining this, man. Well, I'm talking to you like a guest. I appreciate you helping me out with the show today. Yeah, man. I'll talk to you later, bro.
All right, for sure, man. All right, peace, everybody. Also, make sure subscribe to the channel, share this. If you got sim racing content, send it our way so we can rate it. Rate my race, hashtag.
Yeah, and also if you feel like donating to either one of us.
Yeah, we're trying to get a soundboard.
You keep saying that soundboard.
Trying to get the soundboard, and we're trying to get a Mazda steering wheel so we can test also. Mazda, if you guys are listening, holla at us. You know.
Yeah. But the donation links scroll along the ticker. If you feel it in your heart, you know what it is. Hey, outside of that, though, I appreciate you guys joining us, man. Until next time, I'll see you guys next week.
All right, peace.